With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 19 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. Streams online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shaz's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money he earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. One ticked off across the board with charge to what because this code can be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us feel so bored to help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch and why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals a slow machine. He's snorting, burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if battery fun is shy, can't to see if powers make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before launching into a bike, pretending they're for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of call his cat and fatty wife and all his strife of forgetting that it's unwell and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act as a fact, as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Teaches nearly over and awareness in sight, with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not white. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won, and thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here. Welcome to DSP Bingo this Friday the 16th of September 2022. Hope you're all doing well and hope you're all enjoying the beginning of your weekend. Yeah, we're doing DSP Bingo, and just a wee quick update for the bingo stuff. I removed meaningful again. I got rid of meaningful because, you know, fuck that cursed word. I know Phil's going to say it today probably because I've removed it, but god damn it, anytime we use it, Phil doesn't say it. And yeah, fuck meaningful. God damn it. It's just, I mean, it's so, I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. He does say it a lot. He uses the term a lot. Except when we need him to. It's bizarre. It's bizarre. Anyway, everything else is on listen up for grabs, you know. So you can see here, everything. There's like a big fucking list of words here. There is 109 different entries on this massive list here. So, well, there you go. And also it's not just things that Phil says, it's also things that Phil does. Things like, you know, him doing prayer hands or fucking scratching his moustache and all that jazz. But let's just spin the wheel right now and see what we land on to help pick our card for today. Here we go. Well, would you look at that? There you go. There you go is what we're landing on for today for our bingo card. So fantastic stuff there indeed. So, there you go. There are 213 instances of there you go appearing on the bingo cards I've got generated. Technically 212. I need a number between 1 and 213. The first number I see in chat will be the one I use for the bingo card today. And yeah, that is all I have to say about that. Timo Kusela, you boring fucker, you said 2. We have over 200 cards here, and you want the second fucking card. Okay. The first number I saw was from Timo Kusela, who said 2. Okay. Well, the second bingo card it is in for so not this one. That's technically the first one. This one. So the one on the right hand side here. This is a bingo card that we are going to be playing with tonight, it seems. So here we go. He has to say Twitter, new games. He has to do something with his finger in his mouth. Finger and mouth can relate to different things. Sometimes he picks his teeth and sometimes he bites his nails. And before, this used to be called bites nail. But we had one before where we had no idea if he bit his nail or if he was just fucking picking at a tooth or something like that. Randomly. But it's surprising how often Phil does also. Phil fucking puts his fingers everywhere on a fucking podcast. He has it fucking up his nose and in his ears and fucking scratching his fucking nuts with it and all shit, man. It's bizarre. And also he fucking does things where he fucking randomly like tries to like chew a fucking nail or something like that, or pick his teeth or whatever. It's bizarre. So it's not that unusual for that to happen. So him talking about drama and him giving a thumbs up. So an also a years ago story. Reality, him being toxic, him saying idiot, and him having a good old leg slap. Then got him saying there you go, the creepy whisper, him snorting, him saying comment and necessarily, and saying would be great, him having food talk, him bumping a microphone, him saying shocked and help. And finally, Suckbin style, absolutely interactive, voted and time. That is a bingo card for today, and hopefully we can begin the weekend with a full successful 25 out of 25 bingo. It would be great to finally get a fucking second full house. We've only ever had one massive full house in before, and it feels like too long ago now. It feels like we are due. We are long overdue a goddamn full house. It's getting annoying. It's like it's starting to get fucking like, you know, it's like the fucking thing you're going to tell your grandkids, you know, I was there when we fucking had a 25 out of 25 bingo card before. It happened so long ago. Let me tell you the tale of how we got 25 out of 25 at one time for DSP Bingo. Now, for fuck's sake, we're due another goddamn 25 out of 25. You guys can fucking win something for this fucking daftness, hopefully. So, we'll have to wait and see, hopefully, you know. But, yeah. Let's just get this bingo card saved very quickly before I lose the damn thing. There we go. Oops, no, I don't want to replace that. Sorry, 2 seconds. I accidentally knew I replaced one instead, which was a mistake. But there we go, got the bingo card saved, all good stuff. So, I can delete that, I can delete that, and I've got Pig Go for later on. Is Phil awake yet? 2 seconds, let's see if Phil's awake. Has he tweeted anything? He's not tweeted anything, he's not said anything in his chat, and he should be online anytime essentially now. Interesting, I wonder if Phil slept in or something. Oh well. How did Phil do last night? Not too good, in case anyone's curious. And yep, it has been updated, fortunately. Thank you very much, Piece of Peace, for keeping on top of the tips tracker. The day stream was not great for him. Splatoon 3 only got him $73. The night stream was even worse, only $38. So one of DSP's worst performing days he's had since this fucking stream here. At the top of the page, coincidentally, from the 22nd of August, earlier on this year, where it only got $104 for 2 streams combined. That was when he fucking played Madden on a day stream, and 2 Point Campus on the night stream. So, yeah, I can see Splatoon 3 getting yeeted. Did he play Earthbound during the first stream? No, he played Splatoon 3, and they kind of blamed the multiplayer part of that for such a bad day. The thing is though, it's funny because Splatoon 3 is getting roughly the same kind of engagement on streams as Earthbound, at least in terms of, you know, people that are coming to the streams and everything else. And yeah, Earthbound is also got better tips. The 2 times he's played the game so far, he's had very good tips for those days. So today's probably going to be a very well supported day because he's got 1 or 2 people in his audience who are like a hardcore fucking, you know, Earthbound nutters. They seem to love throwing money at Phil for him playing Earthbound. It is what it is. It's bizarre. Prophet thinks that he's expecting a guilt trip segment towards his community today. It could very well happen. And Gregor Lake is thanking me for the Give More Blood recommendation today. That was a fun stream. Yeah, Give More Blood does some really fun streams. I wouldn't say, I mean, like, some people obviously go to streams for, you know, some very well organised content, you know, and some kind of well structured, you know, informational entertainment. Give More Bloods isn't that kind of motherfucker, you know. He's a very entertaining person, but it's usually kind of organised chaos, if you can call it that. So yeah, it's one of those things where it just goes through all the old DSP tries and stuff, you know, and he's got a text-to-speech thing which we all abuse the shit out of, myself included, you know. You've got to abuse the shit out of text-to-speech and just see if you can break him at times. And also he's got his little soundboard things where you can type in, like, you know, exclamation mark FBI and try and jump scare him with fucking FBI open up fucking meme soundbite. It's good stuff, you know. But Give More Blood was doing a stream earlier on today, and predictably it fucking ended disastrously for him, as he seems to have broken his goddamn headset. So what a dafty. What an absolute dafty that Give More Blood is, you know, but very entertaining all the same. But yeah, it's always good to kind of promote other detractors. What can you say, you know? So I do hope people enjoyed. I enjoyed it as well when I was there. Phil's still not awake yet, it seems. We have our detractor, our resident detractor, inside source Daki. He's there. But he's saying the new Call of Duty, it looks decent, bro. You'll enjoy it. Oh, there we go. And Kagomi's awake as well. Fucking hurry for that. But still no sign of DSP. Bizarrely. I don't. Warren says, I think I saw Duty say earlier that he rage quit Splatoon 3. I don't think he's officially dropped it yet, Splatoon 3, but he could be due to, you know, do it imminently. So we'll have to wait and see. He is definitely trying his best to not sound like an ungrateful fuck, because he got the game donated to him. He got Splatoon 3 gifted to him, so he doesn't want to come across as this ungrateful little prick that just drops a fucking free game that a fan shelled out money specifically for him to get, you know, play. But he doesn't want to drop it too soon and come across as just such, you know, such a fucking ungrateful little swine. But at the same time, it's clear as fucking day. He's definitely throwing every single fucking excuse possible at the fucking game as to why he wants to fucking drop it. My fans aren't fucking, you know, enjoying this shit and all this garbage. It's like the same, it's like garbage fucking shit, you know. The fans are telling him to fucking try things like the single player story mode, which is apparently very good. And he's like, don't fucking watch a multiplayer game. This is a multiplayer game. People really shouldn't be trying to look forward to the single player mode of a game which is specifically tailored for multiplayer shit. And you could argue the exact same fucking thing for Street Fighter 6, which is primarily meant to be a multiplayer kind of focused game, and yet Phil's hyping up a single player for that. So it's fucking strange. As usual, predictable double standards from Phil Burnell, but it is what it is. So I am going to get a Bingo's card stuff all set up. While we wait for Phil to wake up. It really does seem like he's not bothering to wake up. It's strange that he's not even said anything in his chat at all. There's no tweets saying I'm running late or whatever. There's literally nothing at all. Tweets and replies. Let's click on tweets and replies. Has he done it? Not 10 hours ago. Him saying I'll finally be playing this in 2023 and there's nothing anybody can do about it. He's talking about Suikoden 1 and 2 Remaster Gate Room. I might be saying that name wrong. Suikoden? Suikoden. Fucking. This fucking game here. How do you pronounce this fucking shit? It'd be funny if Phil overslept, because it would completely go against his narrative of, like, you know, oh wait, he's awake. It's just that, we don't have Leaning Band, do we? Actually, let me very quickly set up the Bingo stuff and see if we have Leaning Ban. Let's just remind myself of the card. 2 seconds. But Phil is awake, as you can see. But we have a moderator as well, just sitting there with him there. So if it does have a moderator, that could actually hurt our chances to get a Leaning Ban. I don't know if I have to rely on that or not. Our card today does not include Leaning Ban, which is good. Okay, good stuff. Actually, let me do something while we wait for Phil. I haven't actually done this yet, but I'd like to go through with you guys, just so you guys can see the process as well. So, this is the podcast from yesterday, okay? This might confuse some people because people might think, you know, that this has happened already. This is yesterday's card, okay? So this is yesterday's Bingo card. Let me check the transcript and make sure we didn't miss anything that he said, okay? So, first things first. I'm searching bills. No, you can hear yourself there, the notification. I've got a transcript opened and there is no sign of him saying bills. A little bit tired. No, he did not say tired whatsoever either, so that was also correct. Meaningful? Did he say meaningful at any point? No, it said meaning, but it didn't say meaningful. Okay, there we go. So the three that we did not tick off were actually not said whatsoever. I'm glad I'm sorry. Sometimes I usually do this off fucking stream, so I'll show you the kind of full screen here. Sometimes I do this off camera just to be sure of it, so I just thought I'd show you guys the process. This is a case of me trying to make sure myself that I didn't miss anything in the bingo card from the previous day. Once he's got the video uploaded, I can just check the fucking transcript as well against the bingo card and then make sure that YouTube transcript didn't pick up things. How about AF? Yeah, there's off there. He said off 43 times apparently. So there you go, Prophet. Are you asking how about AF? He said it 43 times, off. So, fucking hurry for that. Anyway. Oh, Phil is live with a video. I just refreshed the damn thing. Bullshit garbage. There we go. But, yeah, we'll go back to our full screen bingo page. I will get rid of the old bingo card and get the new one back in there. 2 seconds. I'm sure it should be quite easy to do this because I can just do that. There we fucking go. And yeah, we're just waiting for Phil to essentially start the stream when he's ready and fucking woken up and all that shit. We're all ready. We're all set up. We're good to go. So a couple of wee things to discuss randomly while we wait. I made a video earlier on. If you've not seen it already, it's just basically covering how Phil's Social Blades, confusion might be better, explained. I was able to find a pre-stream from him from the 23rd of July, which he still has saved on his channel, but which is privated. But Social Blade cannot cover the private video stats, so all the private video stats that Phil has will be logged by his own YouTube analytics. So every single pre-stream, every single podcast, every single full entire thing he records, which is like, obviously that's twice a fucking day. That's not just for the fucking podcast, that's twice a day. He has these live streams and he privates them every single fucking day after he's finished fucking, streaming. Which is bizarre. But that's what I'm saying. His own YouTube analytics will count those views. Which is why Phil is saying that Social Blade is wrong. Because Social Blade can only count the public perception of what the views are. So that's what I'm saying. When Phil would also have his fucking full channel. From Phil's perspective, he has every single live stream as a private video on here, but for the public facing side of things, for me and you and everyone else on the fucking planet, this is all we see. We just see what he uploads and that is it. We don't see the fucking archived live streams because he doesn't fucking have those shared as a fucking public fucking thing. And people are saying Social Blade is very crude. Social Blade can only work with the information that's given to it with a public API. That's just that. And Prophet's saying that's why he doesn't understand how the algorithm works. If you private your live stream, it affects the algorithm negatively. Exactly. But there's no denying that, when you get rid of the fucking live streams altogether as well, it has been a pretty bad month for Phil in terms of, overall views and his content. But it is what it is, there's nothing he can do about YouTube mechanics, whatever you want to fucking say about that. It's just Phil being Phil. This is his job. I still fucking love the fact that this is Phil Burnell's job. And he doesn't have a fucking clue how to really operate his business still properly and effectively. It just baffles me, but there you go. It is what it is. Anyway, a couple more wee things. There is a new video by Sunspot. Let me see. Sunspot Gallery has a new video. I've not seen it yet. I was going to watch it earlier on. I didn't get a chance to. Bacon Sweats from yesterday, actually. From, I think it's specifically from his Multiverse stream. So if you want to see a Bacon Sweats episode from last night, there is a link to it in the description. So people can enjoy that whenever they want. I'll be watching it after I finish streaming. I would watch it now, but I don't want to spoil it and stop people from going to his channel and giving them, the views and all that shit, so. But yeah, it is what it is. Warren says he's really bad at it and doesn't understand parts of it. Did I see him call Jasper Derek? I did see that, yes. In fact, I think Brad Burning had a suggestion that we could all watch it together on the channel yesterday. So we watched his own YouTube snort of it that he clipped live. Well, we didn't see it live, but you see what I'm saying though. Phil made a special video for it, and we all watched in bored silence as Phil called Jasper Derek. What a fucking idiot. Anyway, I'm going to turn the music up, I'm going to mute myself, and yeah, we're just waiting for Phil to go proper live, so let's just make sure we're all stocked up on our snacks and our drinks and our fucking, I don't know, whatever else you need to endure Phil Burnell on this fine Friday. And yeah, I'll catch up with you guys when the bingo starts. So yeah, of course, how could I fucking forget? Pixar Animations finally finished this fucking video. I made a wee community post about it as well. Pixar Animations has his video made up, and we can actually share that if we want to as well very easily right now. Darkside Phil versus Mike Tyson. I've got a link to it in the description right now for you guys, which I recommend if you've not seen it yet. It's funny because the video was available about, because I checked the channel right before finishing the stream, and about 10 minutes after I finished the stream the video was available, so we missed it by a midge's ball hair, you know. It's so close to us catching it live. We almost caught the goddamn thing live and sadly just missed out on it. But yeah, it's available, it's live, it's great. It's already had 2.1k views. Well done, Pixar Animations, for the success of your video so far. And it's done well. It definitely deserves a wee watch. It's fantastic stuff, so cannot recommend that enough. But anyway, I'm going to turn the music up. I'm going to fucking mute myself. You guys can enjoy Meerkat's music while we wait for the stream to properly start. So I'll catch you in a bit.
When we hit the 250 vet streak for that celebration, I'm going to debut a new vest. There we go. Celebratory bubble blow. Very nice. There's bubbles everywhere. There's bubbles all over my PlayStation 4 controller. There's bubbles on my microphone stand. There's bubbles everywhere tonight. It's not a control.
This one's for all my baby girls.
And it starts to click, you know. If someone just keeps saying sorry when they do something, they're not really apologizing, right? If apologizing isn't just words, it's I will not do this thing again because I feel bad about it. If you keep doing the thing, it's not actually an apology.
You have no respect for people that are alive, for fucking people that are dead. You don't give a shit about anybody but yourself. You have no respect.
Apologizing isn't just words.
You have no respect. Do you value money more than our friendship?
But that's the way of them saying, we want nothing to do with Phil at all moving forward. Let's make up a bunch of shit or twist a bunch of shit to make him sound bad because everyone hates him now anyway on the internet. So let's make him look like the villain so everyone will believe it and we'll just be washing our hands of the whole situation and we never have to deal with him ever again. And you know what? Look what's happened. Literally, no one bugs them anymore. Nothing. It's all, they're completely washed. The hands are clean.
You have no respect for people that are alive, for fucking people that are dead. You don't give a shit about anybody but yourself. You have no respect.
Apologizing isn't just words. It's I will not do this thing again.
You have no respect.
Because I feel bad about it.
He watches too much WWE. John starts getting text messages at 6 o'clock in the morning. That means it's like 2 o'clock in the morning there. So now, when you start reading them, you start looking at it, and it doesn't make any sense why he's even texting. And it's not even coherent. So you start wondering if the guy was, like, if he's been drinking and texting.
I actually admitted this last year. I'll say it again. I actually do play some mobile games. I do. All right? The ones that I play are free to play or incredibly inexpensive, like you spend $1 here or there to make progress.
This one's for all my baby girls.
Got me that gotcha. I love it. Got me that gotcha. Gotcha. Begging for fucking tips and shit on Street. It's WWE Champions time. I'm stupid. WWE game plays like Candy Crush. Moving gems around, breaking colored gems. I love it. Again, it's pay to win. The more money you sink into it, the more characters you can summon, the higher chance you'll get the better characters, etc., etc. All right? Got me that gotcha. I love it. Got me that gotcha. Begging for fucking tips and shit on street. Gotcha. Got me that gotcha. Thanks for the money, dummies. Supercar. That was a mobile game I played like 5-6 years ago, a lot. For about a year, I played it pretty hardcore. All right, even at that point, that was before everything kind of fell apart with YouTube and everything. I was putting a little bit of money into it. I was playing for the top cards. I was playing the shit out of that game, okay? After about a year, they launched what they called Season 2, which reset all the cards in the game and made all your progress essentially worthless. And I said, this game fucking sucks. What a complete waste of time that this was, all right? Today, some shithead hater will take something that I say out of context, and a ton of morons will watch that video. So within a day or two, that video will get like 5,000 views. While my daily gameplay videos each are getting, what, like 1,000 views, if that? Cuck life, 100%. Live the life of the cuck. Why not? YouTube doesn't care. Illegal, immoral, harmful, fucking toxic. This is insane. This is fucking toxic. Cuck life. It became a meme, right? The meme was to hate on me. Were there legitimate reasons? At first, there were. But over the years, are you shitting me how I've changed, like how different I am now? There is nothing fucking legitimate you could do. With the shit these people say and do, the insane amounts of slander and defamation about me that's just untrue on the internet. There's no way I could ever, in any capacity, legally or otherwise, there's no way I could even dispute 99% of the shit they say because of the insane amount of it that they say. Cuck life, 100%. Live the life of the cuck. Why not? YouTube doesn't care. Illegal, immoral, harmful, fucking toxic. This is insane. This is fucking toxic. Cuck life, 100%. Live the life of the cuck. Why not? YouTube doesn't care. Illegal, immoral, harmful, fucking toxic. This is insane. This is fucking toxic. Cuck life, 100%. Live the life of the cuck. Why not?
Because I just want you guys to understand that means the world to me when I get a message like that. Like, it's been tough. My life has been tough over the last decade. It has. And when I read a message like that, I'm sorry that I'm tearing up like a baby. But when I read a message like that, it makes me feel like it was worth it. Like all the shit that happened to me and all the stress and the mental shit that I go through on a daily basis, sometimes, that is worth it because there's people out there who got something out of all of this. It wasn't just some dickhead in front of a camera, doing stupid videos, that it actually meant something to people. And that means the world to me, that there's people out there that, for a decade, that they've been watching me and they've been following me and they've been watching my life evolve and how I've become a better person,
It's been a rough year. Why does Phil always have to mention that there's a tips goal on the stream? And why does he have to mention if it's a slow day for contributions? And why does he have to bring that up? Big ups to your dad and a very slow day for support. Please tip me. I need tips tonight. I jump on stream. Obviously, I need tips. Pay my taxes, pay my back taxes, pay my utilities, pay my mortgage, pay my internet bill, pay my utilities. Very slow day for support. Been 47 minutes, and only the third tip of the day. I really appreciate that. I need that way more. Pay my taxes, pay my back taxes, pay my utilities, pay my mortgage, pay my internet bill, pay my utilities. I'm a positive guy. I focus on positivity. I tell you guys every day on my stream, I'm not a person who revels in hurting others to get over. I will put on positive, fun gameplay content for you guys, and I will continue to be successful that way. And if I fail, I fail, but at least at the end of the day, I can say, hey, it was a slow day. It's been a very slow day for support. Please tip me. I need tips tonight. I jump on stream. Obviously, I need tips. Pay my taxes, pay my back taxes, pay my utilities, pay my mortgage, pay my internet bill, pay my utilities. Very slow day for support. Been 47 minutes, and only the third tip of the day. I really appreciate that. I need that way more. Pay my taxes, pay my back taxes, I pay my utilities, pay my mortgage, pay my internet bill, pay my utilities. Please tip me. I need tips tonight. I need to pay bills over the weekend. I appreciate those who contribute in any way. Please, if you can tip me, do that rather than these super chats and membership. I need that way more, okay?
For now. That is a business related, and I do still have it.
WWE champion time. Go, 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 go.
Thanks for the money, stupid fuck.
I love it. Go, 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 go.
By eBay.
Hell!
It's been tough. I always think that it's my fault. Drinking gin. Yep, I'm toxic. I love Hulk Hogan's dick. My ass is so fucking stretchy.
Oh, no, you didn't, you motherfucking piece of shit cocksucker. Mark my fucking words. I'm coming for you. For now.
Go, 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 go.
Thanks for the money, stupid fuck.
I love it. Go, 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 go.
By eBay.
Hell!
Hateful slurs. Lame brain pieces of dumb fucking hateful slurs.
Why am I toxic?
I love it.
Hey, Mr. Brunel, you there? I am present.
Right, I understand. He's claiming that he's got $5,000 a month in expenses and only $5,000 a month in income, and net's about $35.
It's Kevin's fault.
The topic I want to discuss is depression. Depression is not a joke. It's not something to be joked about with. You are not alone. You are not a horrible person because you have this. It's not your fault. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind, and it's always telling me. It's WWE Champions time.
It's been tough. Over the last decade. It has. It's been tough. It's been tough. Over the last decade. It has. It's been tough. It's been tough. Phil's a beggar. Phil's fat. Phil's a loser. It's been tough. Phil's a faggot. Phil's fat. Phil's a loser. Phil's a beggar. It's been tough. Phil's a beggar. Phil's fat. Phil's a loser. It's been tough. Phil's a faggot. Phil's fat. Phil's a loser. Phil's a beggar.
Super Meat Boy is in the stream chat, whining and complaining, saying that I never talk to anyone unless they tip me or they send me money, which is completely false. All he's been doing is sitting there all night complaining that he's depressed and no one cares. And everyone's basically ignoring him because you're like, dude, we just don't care. You know, you come in, the first thing you say is you're depressed. And what are we supposed to say to that? Now he expects that I'm going to derail the whole stream to talk to him live. So let's do it. Super Meat Boy, how you doing? You're really depressed tonight, huh? You're really depressed.
My stream is my place of business.
The company's name is Brunel Productions. Is internet content creation of on-demand and also live video streaming services.
Big up to your dad. I'm the one who operated a successful YouTube channel. Please tip me. I'm the one who operated a successful YouTube channel. Because I have bills coming up. Please pay my bills.
Okay guys, you know the drill. Phil's going live right now. If I miss anything in chat, let me know. Tag me in chat, I'll see the come up bright fucking orange at my end, so it gets my attention. Hopefully I won't miss much of the bingo card. I will try and stay on top of it as best as we can, but we keep each other right just to try and get through this bingo, and hopefully, you know, if I need to pause as well, I don't mind pausing just to make sure of getting everything needed, you know, checked that we have to fucking check. But yeah, good fucking luck guys, hopefully we get a full house today. Here we fucking go.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the show. Phil here, and this is the Level 1 podcast where we're having fun way down here on Level 1. How you guys doing? I hope everyone's doing good. something occurred to me this morning that I wanted to bring up before we got started. I'm not one for anniversaries. I think we know this. Like, if you guys haven't noticed, I usually don't say, oh, it's the so-and-so anniversary of this thing that we did or that thing or whatever. It just occurred to me watching the pre-stream artwork running that I am now 14 years a content creator. It was September of 2008 when I did my first piece of gameplay here on YouTube. It was over on my original Dark Side Phil channel. It was Star Wars, The Force Unleashed, Star Destroyer gameplay sucks. Yes, I remember filming it. I was sitting in my bedroom in my parents' house. Yes, in the late 2000s, sweating profusely. I was sick. I had a sore throat. And I was playing Star Wars The Force Unleashed. And I was so upset about this piece of gameplay that was broken as shit. The controls did not work. It was actually known to be bugged. Where the controls were the opposite of what the on-screen prompts were telling you to do. I was freaking out. I was very upset. And I filmed it and I uploaded it to the Dark Side Phil channel back then. And that's when it all started. After that, I started playing some certain games regularly, such as Mercenaries 2, Dead Space, and stuff like that. And the rest is history, right? So, yeah. 14 years a content creator. The reason this prompted me to think about that is because I have a piece of artwork on the pre-stream that says 13 years. And I was like, oh, actually, as of now, it's official. It's 14 years. We've hit that anniversary. So, if anyone would like to update a piece of artwork saying, hey, 14 years, you know, as a content creator, that would be cool. But in addition, there's one other quick thing I want to shout out before we get started with today's, or call out before we get started with today's podcast. Those of you who leave comments on my videos, as you know, YouTube catches every comment and basically auto flags offensive ones, meaning those will never even show up on the video. There's not even a chance. But then all those other comments go into a queue for me to review and approve. And I approve the vast majority of them, even if they're critical of me, even if they're memes, even if they're jokes razzing me or whatever. I usually approve almost every comment I see. It's very rare if a comment got through YouTube's filter and it's insulting or something fucked up and stupid where I'll deny it or whatever, okay? But for the most part, they all get approved. But I've been noticing recently, a few people have been saying in the stream chat, oh, they left a comment, but it's not there. Where is it? Why didn't it show up on the video? There's a couple reasons why. The first reason could be that YouTube somehow auto hit it for some odd reason with the way that you worded it. It thought that it hit one of YouTube's common filters for spam or what they consider offensive. And I don't really control that. That's YouTube. And I apologize for that. If anyone left a comment and it just never showed up anywhere, you know, that does happen, I feel. Sometimes YouTube errors and does not show me the comments right away. And then all of a sudden I'll be looking through today's new comments and I'll populate and it'll be like, oh, there's more comments. What do you mean? I'll click, it'll be like, oh, here's a comment from 2 weeks ago. I'll look at it, I'll be like, I never saw that comment. Why is that there? Like everything on YouTube, it doesn't work right. Okay, it just doesn't. However, definitely I think how we're doing it now works better than it used to be. Free and open comments where everyone would just come and shit all over the videos so that they could get into a "this is how you don't play" montage. Since that doesn't happen anymore, the comments are a lot more meaningful and controlled, and you can have a comment.
I can't fucking believe he actually just fucking said meaningful. This motherfucker knows. I swear to absolute fuck, he fucking knows. I can't fucking believe he dropped it that fucking early. I am so fucking... I know. I'm not going to fucking throw it back in. I am not fucking including meaningful. That word will not come back. We are fucking gone. It's like one of those fucking X's, you know, that you fucking sometimes keep going, going back to. You fucking can't resist going back to. No, I'm not going back to meaningful. Fuck that shit. We're not doing it. I am so annoyed. I'm so annoyed. But also, is it just me or is fucking his snorts extra fucking robust today? There's some fucking deep bass. It's like they're fucking reverberating my whole soul hearing these fucking snorts, especially the last couple of snorts. Extremely big ass, healthy, big boy snorts going on here.
Conversation on there about a game. There's been a lot of meaningful conversations in my comments over the last year because people can feel free to do that again and not have a bunch of bullshit be dropped on their heads. So I'd much rather have it the way that it is now than the way it used to be. But I apologize for those of you who maybe leave productive comments and then they just vanish and I never see them. I'll give you an example. Bookworm in the stream chat this morning said, you know, Phil, I left a comment on the daily rap videos that you do. These are the summary videos I do at the end of the day to basically summarize everything that happened that day so people know what they missed if they want to go back and check something out. He goes, why don't you do a little brief intro for that? Like, you have an intro for your level 1 podcast. Why not do an intro for the daily rap and just play it and then do the daily rap? I agree. I think that would be nice. Of course, since it's a short video, I'd like to have it be a short intro, maybe like 5-10 seconds to say, you know, the daily rap, recapping what happened today or blah, 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 right? So I think that would actually be really cool. But his comment didn't show up. Do you really think I would have denied his comment suggesting something like that? Of course not. So I likely I just never saw it. There you have it. So I apologize to those who may be leaving comments and they never show up. It's a YouTube side thing. I'm sure they'll get it right within the next decade at some point. Like they usually drag their feet with this kind of stuff. Not surprising. But I agree with Bookworm. If anyone would like to take a stab at doing a brief intro clip for the daily rap, I'd be open to using one on the show. Okay? Excuse me. And, of course, like I said, if anyone wants to make a new piece of artwork that says, you know, 14 years running and still going strong, so I could replace the 13 years running and still going strong piece of artwork for the pre-stream, I would love that. Okay? Thank you. Okay, if you can't tell, my allergies are bothering me today. I woke up with a runny nose.
I know fucking shit. These are fucking earth-shattering fucking snorts we got going on here. I need to fucking check this last one out, man. Hang on.
Okay, if you can't tell, I would love that.
So 2 seconds. Let me emphasize this one. We'll go 0.5 speed, okay? Let's see this in half speed.
Okay, thank you.
Jesus Christ, man. You feel it in the depths of your soul. Right, I'm going 1.25 speed. Fuck this.
Okay, if you can't tell, my allergies are bothering me today. I woke up with a runny nose, and I've been sneezing this morning. I already took my allergy pill. I hope that it's going to kick in. I apologize for that. Yes, I know. Here we are almost in the fall, and allergies are still crazy. The pollen is still pretty bad outside. Like, even though it hasn't been as warm this last week, still bad out there. Like the other day on my day off, the landscapers were here. It's like, oh my God, here we go again. My eyes and everything. Like, Jesus, this never ends. It's going to probably take another few weeks for us to actually go into fall mode here, meaning the plants start to die off, the trees start to wilt, and the leaves are going to start to fall off over the next month or two. And then finally, this ordeal of the worst allergies I think I've ever had in my life will finally be over. But it sucks because I got the drip going. I got the stupid postnasal drip going. My nose itches. I got all this crap going on, okay? It sucks. I'm sorry about that. Hopefully I'll sound better over the course of the podcast today because I took the medicine, okay? All right. So, ladies and gents, welcome to the show. We got a lot to talk about today. Today is Friday, the 16th of September, 2022, and the game news rolls on. And what I mean by that is the Tokyo Game Show is continuing. And as it's continuing, we're getting more and more information about game releases and things that's pretty interesting and fun. So I have a few game announcements and updates for you guys this morning, game news-wise, to talk about, which I'm excited for. It's positive stuff. So that's cool, and that's going to actually help us kind of look at next year positively and say, wow, there's some really cool stuff coming in 2023, all right? In addition, I would also like to talk about the schedule coming up. The schedule coming up has now become tumultuous. Here's what I mean by that. We went from, there's nothing going on in games, so I'm juggling a million downtime games, to, there's a million things going on in games, so now I don't really have time enough to play everything I want. To give you a perfect example, I played Multiverses last night, and as I'm adjourning, I'm like, wow, I actually have no clue when I'm playing this next. Even though I like the game and I want to play it again, I'm juggling so much right now, I actually have no idea, you know? In Splatoon yesterday, I finished playing, and I started thinking to myself, with all the stuff going on that people want to see me play, and I want to play, I honestly don't know if and when I'm even playing Splatoon 3 again. We're going to talk about that in a moment, because I'd like to give you my thoughts on Splatoon 3 now that I played it for about 9 hours. I want to kind of overall summarize my feelings about the game. And let you know what I think about the future of the game being played on my streams, because I'm going to be honest with you guys, it's not doing well at all. It's kind of what I was afraid was going to happen if I bought the game, but luckily I didn't buy it. Someone donated it, thank God,
Because if I had bought it and we were in the situation we were in now, I'd probably be pretty upset. In this case, I'm not upset at all because someone donated it, and thank you so much to the person who did donate it, because the situation we're in with the game is kind of like, wow, shocking to say the least, okay? But we'll talk about that, all right? But we got so much else going on in gaming. You know, Hellsinger just came out and I didn't play it. And then in addition to that, we've got the Call of Duty beta this weekend, and there's two versions. There's a PS5 version launching Sunday, and then next week we got the Xbox version. I got Ask the King on the agenda coming up, and then we got a surprise demo that dropped today that can only be played for about a week. So we're going to talk about all of this on the podcast today, okay? Okay. All right, let us get into it, shall we? I think we should get into it. Let's talk about the schedule for the rest of the week, heading into next week, and then let's talk about the fate of a couple games and playthroughs, shall we? Okay. So, first of all, today, what are we doing? It's Friday. Today's main gameplay stream is the continuation of Earthbound. And man, am I glad that I started Earthbound when I did, because I feel like if I didn't start it last week, we may not have ever started it. With all this stuff now going on in gaming, I'm glad we already got it started, so now there's motivation to keep going, even with all this new stuff going on around us, okay? Today, we are starting off with Threed. This is the third major town and location in the game. Much like each location, it's got a completely different plot line going on. And this is a pretty good one because we've got zombies. Yes, the undead have ravaged the town. And it's our job to figure out what in the holy hell is going on in Threed with these undead. Why are they running amok? How can we solve this problem? Okay, so that's the main focus of today's stream. I don't know if we'll even beat the whole plot line of Threed today or not. We'll see. But it's a great game. I've been absolutely loving Earthbound. You guys have been too in the two streams that I've done so far. You know, attendance has been fairly good for an old school RPG, and engagement has been absolutely outstanding. We're talking about the games, we're enjoying them together, right? And yeah, support's been good too, which I'm shocked, but it has been good. I hope we keep that pattern up today, because I really like Earthbound and I'm really enjoying doing this interactive style playthrough with you. So I hope we can keep up all those positives, okay? So that's the main stream today. Pumped, very excited for more chill RPG fun. Tonight on the late stream, it is Friday Night Fights, the Capcom Fighting Collection. Now, if you've been following along, the last few weeks and the last few times I played this game have not been easy. And what I mean by that is, it's very hard to get matches in this game now, which sucks, because I love old school Street Fighter. It's one of the things I love playing every week. It throws me back into a nostalgic feeling like I'm in arcades in the 1990s, playing amongst all the people in person, and it gives me those vibes again of having that desire for competition, right? So that's awesome, but I need to have people to play. And as you guys know, this collection came out in late June. At first, the first month, we were great. Second month started to get a little tight. And now we're heading into the third full month of this game being out. It's almost a nightmare to get matches. You just sit there waiting endlessly, and then finally one joins, you play, it's laggy as shit. You're done with that match, you say, oh, it's the same guy again. Well, I don't want to play him, I just played him and he lagged. Okay, let's search again. Oh, it's the same guy again. Well, I don't want to play him. Well, it's the same guy again. You're like, what the fucking shit? Does no one own this game or play it? It's stupid. I never even played the game online on Xbox. I literally never played a person. I couldn't find anyone to play on Xbox, like, ever. So, it's pretty frustrating. Quite frankly, the situation is quite frustrating. But there's some good news. Perhaps we have a sparkle of hope, okay? The Capcom Fighting Collection dropped in price this week permanently to $30. It originally was $40, okay? So it dropped $10, likely prompting some people to buy it. I'm not saying it was millions of people. Maybe 100 people bought it because it was a $10 price drop. So at least with 100 new players, hopefully we can get some matches tonight. If not, there's really not a lot we can do, all right? If we continue to have weeks on a Friday night when I try to play this game and we just can't find anyone, we can't keep playing it. Now, the good news is last week, it wasn't so bad. Last week, we did find matches. So, again, maybe there is some hope. I guess we'll see. But I hope people will play it, and maybe we'll get some more comp tonight for Friday Night Fights. Now, worst case scenario, if Friday Night Fights continues to be bad and we just can't get any consistent competition, all right, then we're just going to switch it up and do something else. Whether it becomes a different game entirely, or whether it stays in the vein of fighting games and maybe we do multiverses, I don't know. But for me, the ideal state would be to keep Friday Night Fights around for old school Street Fighter. But sadly, it all depends on the performance. All right, let's see tonight. Remember, even if we don't get matches, it's still a chill and fun time. We still have fun interaction and conversation. It's not like we don't keep each other occupied. We have, a good time on Friday night.
Money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Oh, money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money, money.
Thank you very much, Kel Denson, for Super Chat. It says, his snorts make me want to hack and release whatever he keeps pulling back in his nose. Yeah, it's quite more disgustingly obvious than usual today, and Phil did address it to where his allergies are kicking up all shit. It's incredible that Phil, he's so close to the mute button and yet refuses to fucking mute. It's unreal to me that he's fucking happy enough to just fucking do this directly in the fucking camera at every available opportunity. I mean, if I need to fucking clear my throat or something, I sneeze, I do mute myself, you know, I've got a keyboard shortcut on my fucking keyboard to fucking mute my microphone. Sometimes I forget to unmute. It is what it is. It's kind of annoying when it happens, but I'd rather have that happen than fucking force you guys to fucking hear me fucking like cough down the fucking microphone or sneeze or something, because you know, I just don't want to fucking, I wouldn't want to do that to you guys, you know? It's like you shouldn't have to endure my own bodily function noises as well as Phil Burnell's fucking awful, horrible, fucking disgusting body noises. It literally is a lean-in snort at a straight. It's a lean-in fucking snort. But yeah, it's fucking disgusting. It absolutely is, man. He is a vile fucking creature. There's undeniably an extremely vile fucking creature. And by the way, I am going to tick there you go. Why am I going to tick it now? Earlier on, he said there you have it. And I was on the fence whether to tick it or not. He definitely said there you have it. And I was thinking to myself, should I tick that? Should it count? And it got to the point where it would have been, I couldn't go back where I was trying to decide whether I should, you know, float to you guys or not. But yeah, fuck it. I am definitely, there you go is definitely the thing I'm you know, it counts. There you have it is the same thing as there you go, in my opinion. So that's why it's ticked. I said it earlier on, I let it go for a while, I was thinking about it, I was mulling it over. And I thought, okay, finally, fuck it, you know, it counts, it's the same damn thing. Tom Tony saying I missed absolutely when he was talking about Earthbound earlier on. Shit, did I? Okay. Thank you very much for that. I had ticked it now. Sorry about that. Guys, if I miss anything, let me know. And I'll and you know, it's one of those things. Sometimes I catch these things. Sometimes I miss these things. Absolutely love Earthbound was a quote. Okay, Tom Tony, thank you very much for that. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much, guys, for keeping me right. Okay, we're up to 20 snorts already. This could be a record. With Phil's bad allergies today, it could be an absolute record. The most we've ever recorded was 47 snorts. Today might be the day where we actually fucking hit 50. Who knows?
Regardless, but it is disconcerting that this is something that I enjoy doing all the time. I've been doing it for years, and now it might go away because this collection tanked because Capcom botched the whole goddamn thing. What a shocker that Capcom would botch a whole goddamn thing when it comes to one of these retro collections, right? This totally hasn't happened before. Okay. So, that's tonight. Tomorrow will be more Earthbound, okay? And that's it. What? More Earthbound and that's it? What are you talking about? Well, what's your second stream, Phil? I don't have a second stream. Wait, what? No second stream? What did I get?
Shut up, bitch!
Yeah, there's no second stream tomorrow. This month, so many people purchased private React videos for my Patreon that I need a chance to film them. And here we are, halfway through the month, and I haven't had a chance to do a single one yet. All right? So I needed to have a time to dedicate to do that. So I'm doing it tomorrow night. And that
Okay, discussion time. People are thinking that Phil has been toxic towards Capcom there, so I should tick off toxic on the bingo card. Was Phil being toxic to Capcom there when he was fucking saying that they fucking dropped the ball for the fighting game? Heather P is pushing this hard for trying to tick off toxic for him being toxic towards Capcom. Do people agree? Aye or no? Johnny Stupid agrees, Lord Snark Grumpkin Slayer agrees, Gregory Lake agrees, so does Diglo Hour, so does Nato Ronin. Everybody seems to agree. Okay, no problem. However, thanks for pointing out. I will happily tick it off. To me, I wasn't sure if it was toxic enough. It was toxic in my opinion, but I wasn't sure. Sometimes it's like a fucking threshold, isn't it? You know, but everyone agrees with you, so thank you very much, Heather P. We are doing quite well with the bingo card so far. Let me just rewind 5 seconds in case I missed anything.
So I needed to have a time to dedicate to do that. So I'm doing it tomorrow night. And that means no stream. And it sucks. For those of you who like the fact that I'm here 6 days a week, full-time, streaming, double streams, I hear ya. I don't want me and my online presence to become, oh, Phil is so in demand for these private React videos that, you know, now every week he's taking, you know, streams away to do them. I don't want that.
Hold on a second. What was that? Did he... Hang on.
Private React. Yeah. I don't want me and my online presence to become, oh, Phil is so in...
Is that just a stash scratch, or did he, like, fucking segue into his fucking mouth randomly? Let's slow motion this shit.
Demand for these private React videos.
It's just
that, you know...
It's just a stash scratch. Okay, never mind. It was a bizarre one. It was like fucking strange fucking transition. But yeah, it was just a very fucking hearty stash scratch. That was a bit too over enthusiastic.
So now, every week he's taking, streams away to do them. I don't want that to happen, okay? I don't want to be a guy who literally the only stuff I'm doing is his private curated content for a small exclusive audience. Here's the thing. It's profitable. It is. How do you get a private video? For those who don't know, it's a $50 pledge to my Patreon. If you go to patreon.com/darksidephil, there's a perk there, $50. It used to be a private Q&A video, but people have changed it up and said, rather than us asking questions, would you react to content? And I was like, why not? It's just as easy as the Q&A video. Just play the content and react to it, right? The problem is time. If I'm going to watch a piece of content that's 25 minutes long, I need 25 minutes to make the video. And when you're adding all those up and there's 4 private videos, now I need 2 hours to do it. Where do I get the time, right? So that's why I have to take the stream off tomorrow, okay? So, here's the thing. I'm not going to allow unlimited amount of private videos to be made. Right now, this is the most I've ever had in 1 month, so I'm working on it tomorrow night. But every month, I'm going to do it by month basis. If I end up getting too many requests, I can deny them and refund money and stuff like that if I need to. I also don't have to blanket accept any request. I would say if you're interested in having a private video made of me reacting to something, you got to contact me first at darksidefil@hotmail.com and run it by me, and I'll tell you if it's something I'm interested in doing. If it ends up being something toxic or stupid or dumb, I'm not going to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not just going to react to anything. I want to react to something that maybe would be interesting. But I just want you to think about this for a second. What if in one day, all I did was private videos? Just think about this. So let's say I started recording private videos at 11 o'clock. So 11, 11:30, 12, 12:30, 1, 1:30. Let's say I take a half an hour break. 2:30, 3, 3:30. In one day, when I do a normal long stream, daytime stream, I can make 9 private videos. And if they're $50 each, that's $450 in one stream session. So it's profitable to do these videos. It is. But that's not who I want to be. I don't want to be Mr. Private React. You know what I'm saying? I love doing these interactive streams with all of you. I love having our conversation, our fun, putting out public playthroughs that people can watch and follow. And, people tell me every day, thank you so much for cheering me up because I'm in a bad mood. Someone said it this morning on the stream chat that something bad was going on in their life, and they were happy that I was going to be playing Earthbound today because it was going to occupy them and cheer them up. That's what I'm here for. I feel like for 14 years, I've been a staple in certain people's lives where that's the kind of guy I am. I'm Mr. Consistent, right? I don't want to now be telling you, oh, by the way, now because it's profitable, I'm not going to be streaming anymore. I'm just going to make private videos all day.
It's all those things I think detractors can relate to this, Phil Burnell does make most of us feel better about ourselves because as bad as things get in our own lives, at least we're not fucking this toxic, horrible fucking dick. Imagine how fucking pathetic and miserable a fucking existence would be to be Phil Burnell, a man who's so fucking trapped doing the thing he apparently loves, they cannot fucking stop doing it, otherwise he'll fucking go bankrupt and poor. I said this before, this is what I'm saying. Phil has turned what is a hobby, and obviously a fun hobby at that. Playing games is fucking fun. But Phil has turned it into his own fucking personal fucking purgatory, where he is fucking trapped in his own tiny wee fucking room, doing this day after fucking day, begging day after fucking day. This would drive most people fucking mental. And you can actually see Phil's fucking mental faculties shutting down more and more every single fucking passing day. The fucking gin brain is really getting to him. You can see his fucking... he just does not function normally anymore compared to how he used to in the fucking past. He is the fucking master of his own downfall here. He has created his own personal purgatory where he's fucking trapped doing this fucking forever because he can't do anything else. He could do a couple of wee things to fucking alleviate the burden at times, but there's no fucking way he's going to be able to fucking... Let's take Phil's fucking example, right? Let's take Phil's perfect example here of saying, I've had like a whole day of doing Patreon videos. Aye, very good, Phil. Try and do that for a whole month every single fucking day. Try and get... So, do a whole fucking day every single fucking day, like a whole week of Patreon videos. $450 per fucking day. Aye, very good. Do that in over 6 days. It wouldn't happen. There's not enough demand for Phil to do that. In the past, there may have been. In the past, it could have been, but not anymore. Phil is fucking so fucking, socially awkward and sheltered. It's one of those things where he's afraid to fucking just tell his fans what he's up to. And it's one of those things where it's like, I mean, imagine if somebody gave him the opportunity to debunk the bank leaks. Imagine that as a concept, right? Somebody's like, hey, this is information you said is all fake. How about you debunk it all in this private Q&A shit, I was like, here, you said this is all fake. Here's a chance for you to prove this is fake. Here's the information, and it's very easy for you, obviously, to debunk it because it's very easy for you to have evidence on your side it's false. Debunk it. And Phil's like, nah, I can't do that shit. Prophet has named a PC build he's doing on stream tonight. The Philgin PC. The Philgin PC. So Prophet's doing a live stream tonight for of course it is, because like I think it's on every Friday night. Prophet does his live streams, doesn't he? He does cover the Street Fighter, the Friday Night Fight stuff on a regular basis. So yeah, he's doing a PC build tonight, and it's a Philgin PC special. Aye, Phil. I fucking love how Phil tries to promote his own life as something fucking amazing and wonderful. This is the most miserable I've seen Phil Burnell in a long fucking time. I've been following this motherfucker and his antics since 2014 or something, right? I've seen him, he used to be so much happier. He used to look so much healthier. He was a bit of a chubby bastard, aye, but he had a fucking glow about him, you know what I mean? He actually fucking had the sun hit his face sometimes. These days he's a fucking... I've seen vampires with better fucking suntans than Phil Burnell. Phil looks like he's actually afraid of the fucking sunlight. He's afraid to go outside, he's afraid of social interaction, he can't talk to fucking people, he's just too used to fucking talking to a computer, talking to a webcam, while he fucking, you know, has these fucking idiots fucking sending money, these invisible idiots that fucking seem to hang on to his every fucking word and want to hear his fucking opinions and what he had for fucking dinner. People are saying Panda Lee ruined this man. I would argue that Panda Lee dumping him did ruin him. The worst thing to ever happen to Phil Burnell was Liana dumping this man-child. He never expected her to actually dump him. It happened and it broke Phil. He bounced back, he fucking got a rebound, you know, he got a dent head to marry. Kat has seemingly has no fucking actual mental faculties about her. She doesn't seem to have a fucking functional brain cell in that tiny fucking head of hers. You know, Phil found someone extremely dumb and naive, distract her with a cat, force feed her potatoes, fatten her up so she can't fucking get out the fucking door. Also get fucking married, you know, you get your own parents to pay for the fucking wedding so she can't fucking stumble off and leave you like Liana did. You got a ring put in it as soon as you fucking could, and you got a cat to distract her. The two things that Liana wanted in life that Phil would not give her.
That's not going to happen, okay? Just so you know. So don't be afraid that Dark Side Phil is now going to become Private Video Phil. That's not me, all right? So anyway, yeah, I can't stream tomorrow night. Likely, if this pattern keeps up month to month, there may be 1 or 2 streams a month I can't stream, which I feel is fair if it's only 1 or 2. If it gets more than that and it gets exorbitant, then we're going to probably put a curtail on that. I'm not going to be doing as many, all right? Okay. Wow, excuse me. It's absolutely disgusting. I'm very sorry about that. Okay. Then on Sunday, I'm back in full capacity, all right, for the...
No. I'm not... No, he's not sorry. He's not sorry, this is why.
Doing as many, all right? Okay. Wow.
No, it's like he could have leaned back. He could have easily leaned back or leaned away. He had time. He had ample opportunity to mute the fucking microphone. He knew it was fucking coming. He knew it was fucking coming, and yet...
Probably put a curtail on that. I'm not going to be doing as many.
So just watch what he does, okay? So he's leaned forward.
All right. Okay.
So he knows it's coming. At this point in time, he realises it's coming right now. He could try and lean away. He could turn away. At the very least, he could have fucking turned away. No. He makes sure he's facing as close to the microphone as possible here. Look at the lean in. Look at the lean in. And it's one burp.
Wow.
It's like 3 or 4 consecutively. He actually, as I'm saying, he actually made sure that a fucking microphone would have got that fucking perfectly.
Excuse me, it's absolutely disgusting. I'm very sorry about it. Wow.
4! That was a 4 burp combo. Jesus fucking Christ, this person's fucking disgusting. This is a horrible human being. Just let's ignore the personality for a moment, okay? It'd be one thing if it's somebody like this had these kind of fucking bodily traits and they couldn't fucking help it. Fair enough, okay? We know Phil Burnell is a horrible human being anyway on the inside with his fucking personality. But on the outside as well, man, Jesus Christ, have some fucking consideration for the fucking people that are watching you. No fucking thought to him whatsoever. It's all about fucking making him #1 priority here. Imagine if Phil had to endure someone else doing this. He would fucking bitch and whine and moan and cry about it so fucking much. I would love it if he had to react to somebody that did the same fucking shit as him all the fucking time. He'd probably think the guy was trying to make fun of him. If Phil was presented with a fucking video of somebody snorting all the fucking time and burping into the fucking microphone not a lot, he probably would think it as a parody. He'd probably think it would be a troll making fun of him. That is how fucking much he does it, and he knows he fucking does it. He's aware of how much he fucking does it. If he saw anyone else fucking do it, anyone else he would see doing this, he probably would think, this person's making fun of me. It's like, no, this guy is also somebody that has some nasal drip fucking poor bastard syndrome. It's nonsense. There's no way. There's absolutely no way Phil would actually think the guy is legitimately snorting and burping or whatever. He would just think this guy is making fun of me. Fuck it, man. Anyway, we're falling a bit too far behind because I'm getting a little bit too ranty, so let's go back to 1.25 speed and let's try and catch up.
Dude, that's absolutely disgusting. I'm very sorry about that. Okay. Then on Sunday, I'm back in full capacity. All right, for the second half of my streaming week. And on Sunday, we've got something everyone's excited to see me play. Yes, the open beta for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Part 2, or Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2022. Like, what do we call it? Because there's already a Modern Warfare 2, and Modern Warfare 2 was a game that back in the day, I was very popular when I was playing it, and people loved my coverage of it, and I became known as a guy playing that game on the internet. Even though I wasn't a pro, people absolutely loved it whenever I played Modern Warfare 2. That was where the I Spawn, I Die montage and song came from. Okay? So, what do you call it? Modern Warfare 2 Modern Warfare 2 to the power of 2? Modern Warfare 22? I don't know what you call it. But anyway, the open beta for PS5 starts Sunday, and I'll be playing it as the main stream on Sunday, okay? And we're going to see what it's like. I want to play it at least twice. I want to give it at least 2 major streams of playtime.
A lot of my chat are fucking laughing their asses off about the whole "you are not fucking popular." Let's give Phil his dues here, right? He did actually have over 10 million views, like a month at times, on his channel. He did, at a time, become quite popular. But that was not necessarily because of his personality or anything. That was essentially because he was usually the first one to upload these things. A brand new game comes out, Phil had his camcorder ready, he was first in line usually, he got the game on fucking internet as fast as humanly fucking possible. It wasn't a case of Phil Burnell's fucking providing amazing content, no. He was one of the first ones usually to provide the content for that said new game, which is why he got that fucking popularity. He was never that fucking good at games like Call of Duty. He fucking camped in a corner as usual and just fucking, camped out, It's bitch boy tactics essentially, bitch boy tactics playing that fucking game. And of course, Phil was very toxic as well. You search any of his old Call of Duty gameplay, it was extremely toxic. He used so many homophobic slurs, racial slurs, you name it, he fucking dropped them all back in the day. Although, according to Phil, everyone was doing it at a time, so he was allowed to do it. That old fucking excuse where it's like, it's okay if I do it because all the other people did it as well, and I wanted to be like all the cool kids that are saying all these things as well. That is Phil Burnell's out for having that kind of language in those videos at a time. Keep in mind, this wasn't exactly fucking 20 years ago, 30 years ago, no. This was 2006 and 7 and 8 and 9 and all that shit, when he's happily using this sort of language in these fucking videos.
Give it a fair shot and see if it's something that I'm going to be interested in and want to buy. All right. So Sunday's main stream, the Modern Warfare 2 beta stream. Join me if you can. Hopefully it'll be a good time. All right. Sunday night bites. Bassmaster Fishing 2022. Last week was a really great stream because we found at a certain river, there's all different fish we had never caught before. I might likely go right back to that river this week because I really enjoyed catching the different variety of fish to see what more we can catch. And hopefully this week, not only will we have interactive fun, but maybe we'll hit the goal. We'll be able to add a new fishing lure to the hat and all of that. All right. We'll see. So I'm excited for that. It's a good chill time every Sunday night. Then on Monday, yes, I'm going to do more Modern Warfare 2 22 beta. So it's going to be Sunday, Monday, Modern Warfare 2 beta for me. Okay? Monday night, Disney Dreamlight Valley returns. After checking it out last week and you guys absolutely loving it, I cannot wait to play it again. It's actually really good. It's like Animal Crossing with an interesting story, which is what was kind of missing from Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing had charm. Animal Crossing was addictive. But let's be honest, in any given day, you could be like, what happened in Animal Crossing today? Nothing. And that's pretty accurate. At least in Disney Dreamlight Valley, we actually have developments every time. Oh, today, I cleaned up a part of the village and, one of the villagers regained their memory. Now I have the ability to buy and sell this particular kind of good and craft this item. Then we traveled to an island and we ran into Moana and we actually did some missions for Moana in Maui, and now Moana's going to be moving into the village. Whoa, that's exciting, right? That's something interesting. And obviously I'm curious how long the plot of the game is and how long we can keep up that level of interest, because right now the game actually is pretty interesting. So let's see what happens Monday night with more Disney Dreamlight Valley, okay? Then on Tuesday, okay, it will be, well, here's the thing. I think I'm going to do Earthbound on Tuesday, because now I'm playing it today, and I'll play it again on tomorrow, and then again on Tuesday. We'll get some good progress in Earthbound this week. And then Tuesday night's up in the air. On Tuesday night, we could do more Disney Dreamlight Valley, or we could do a second session this week of Multiverses. I might leave it up to you guys, or I might just play it by ear and see how people feel after having played Disney Dreamlight Monday night and make the judgment call, all right? But you may notice something in the schedule for the rest of the week. I didn't mention Splatoon 3 at all, okay? Now, I'm off on Wednesday. When I come back on Thursday, it's Ask the King. Ask the King is finally coming up. If you have not posted up your questions yet, I strongly urge you to do so. Type in exclamation point Ask the King in the stream chat. The link pops up. Post up on that thread on dspgaming.com to get a very strong chance your question will be answered on the show. Now, in addition, if you are a channel member, all 450 of you, you have priority to get your question answered on the show. In fact, the last 2 episodes of Ask the King that I did this year have actually had the vast majority of questions been from members. So right now, live, I'm going to post up on my forums, on my channel page, on the community tab, a private thread for members only, all channel members. Hello, members. Please post up your questions here for the upcoming episode of my Q&A show, Ask the King, scheduled for Thursday, September, what date would that be? Today's the 16th, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22nd, 2022. Members have a strongly increased chance to have their questions answered on the show. So thanks for your support and good luck. There you go. Okay? So boom. I just posted it. It's a post only for members on the tab, the community tab of DSP Gaming on the main channel page. If you're a member, please post up your questions there, and I will go directly to that first when selecting questions for Ask the King this coming Thursday. Okay? So that will be Thursday's main stream, and then probably Thursday night will be Multiverses, I'm thinking. Okay? And now here's the thing for the weekend. There's a million things going on this week out of nowhere. All right? Yes, now members can submit those forum questions, Dacky. I just said. Type exclamation point Ask the King in the chat. It'll bring up the link to do so. Okay. So here's what's going on. Number 1, Earthbound. So obviously I want to play Earthbound next week, right? Number 2, Hellsinger. And I don't know if I want to play it or not. I'm waiting to hear back from people to say if it's good or not, or if you guys like it, if you think it's something I should play or not. All right, it's on Game Pass. I can play it whenever I want. No rush. Number 3, Splatfest. In Splatoon 3, there is a special event going on next week called Splatfest. Splatfest is when they do a special event where it's like something versus something else. Like they'll do ketchup versus mustard, apples versus oranges, hot dogs versus pretzels. I know that's a weird one, but they'll do stuff like that. And then you choose a side and you play for that side. And during that event, which lasts a few days, there's limited time stuff going on in the game that earns you rewards and other kinds of stuff. So it's kind of an interesting thing that they do from time to time in Splatoon. And in Splatoon 3, this is the first one they're doing. I guess they're doing it this next week. And I think it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and next week. So if I was going to do that, all right. Oh, here you go. Expand donks. The topic is, what would you bring to a deserted island? Gear, grub, or fun? All maps are remixed and be recolorized. And there you go. And there's special rewards and things divvied out during these events. So if I was going to play Splatoon 3 again, that would be the time that I should do it. At the very same time, there's a limited time demo right now going on. And that demo is for Wolong. This is the new game coming out from Bandai Tecmo. No, not Bandai. It's Tecmo Koei, right? So I guess it's the makers of... I guess it's kind of like a Dark Souls-esque game, but not really. It's hard to tell what it is, okay? I think it's like Dynasty Warriors, Team Ninja, but it's supposed to be like against monsters, so it's supposed to be like Dark Souls. I'm not exactly sure. But the demo literally just came out today, and it's playable until next weekend, all right?
Hold on, did you just say Dark Souls style game? Let me rewind this.
There's a limited time demo right now going on, and that demo is for Wolong. This is the new game coming out from Bandai Tecmo. No, not Bandai. It's Tecmo Koei, right? So I guess it's the makers of... I guess it's kind of like a Dark Souls-esque game.
Oh, Dark Souls... It didn't say style. It said Dark Souls-esque game. How can you not say style there, for fuck's sake?
But not really. It's hard to tell what it is, okay? I think it's like Dynasty Warriors, Team Ninja, but it's supposed to be like against monsters, so it's supposed to be like Dark Souls. I'm not exactly sure. But the demo literally just came out today, and it's playable until next weekend, all right? So, when do I play it? I don't know. It's only available till next weekend. I'm already booked through Thursday, right? Okay. Oh, but guess what? Guess what else is next weekend? The Xbox version of the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 demo. And like I told you guys, I absolutely want to play it at least once on Xbox because I want to directly compare the PS5 and the Xbox Series X versions so that I can see which I feel is performing better, which controls better on which controller, because I'll have 2 completely different styles of controller to play it on. Because if I'm going to buy the game, I might want to choose the best version based on the beta performance, okay? So just think about this. We went from, oh man, there's literally nothing going on, so Phil's playing Saints Row 1 and all this downtime shit, to, in 1 week, oh, what's going on that's all limited time that Phil needs to do this week? Well, there's Splatfest and Splatoon 3, there's a limited time demo for this Wo Long game, there's a limited time beta for Call of Duty, and it's all at once. So what does Phil play? Shit, I don't have the answers. I actually don't know what to do next weekend. I could pick and choose and do one each day. I could do, you know what I mean? Like, I have no idea. All right? We have to think about this. The good news is we have some time to think about this. Okay? We definitely do. But let's talk about it over the course of the week when we're already booked with other stuff and determine what you guys want to see next weekend. Because it's all limited time. I wish I could say, oh, we'll do this one then and then wait for later. No, they all like end after the weekend. So if I don't play them now, I don't play them at all, right? Now, I do have another thing to say in regards to Splatoon 3. And what I'd like to do is take a small segment here to give you my thoughts about the game now that I played it for 9 hours and kind of give a little bit of a determination on it, all right? So Splatoon 3, first of all, originally I was sold on it. And then when I started to hear that the game was very similar to the previous games, I was not necessarily sold on it. But then it was like, I'm going to skip it anyway because I couldn't even afford it a couple weeks ago. Then a fan stepped up and donated it. And that made it an easy determination that I would play it, okay? In the last week since Splatoon 3 came out, because it has been a week now, it was actually Friday last week when it came out, I played it 3 times. So that's 9 hours of gameplay, all right? In the 9 hours of gameplay, I've re-educated myself on the Splatoon universe, right? I got back into the gameplay of Turf War, where it's all about...
Thank you very much for pointing out he said necessarily. Tom Tony pointed out that Phil said necessarily. That is our first bingo of the day. So, cheers for that. I don't know how I missed that, but it is what it is. I'm done. So, 1 down, several to go.
Covering the maximum amount of space of the map with your color paint on for your team, where it's not really about kills, but it's more about teamwork and coverage, right? Then I played 1 round of the Horde mode against the Salmon. It was incredibly boring, I'm not going to lie. It was pretty repetitive and exactly what you would expect from a Horde mode, similar to like Plants vs. Zombies that I played before. It didn't seem very innovative. It just said like it was something in there to say that there's another game mode in there. Great, so I played it once. I was like, okay, maybe if I was teaming up with friends, I would care. Doesn't seem like something you're going to care about just randomly playing. So then after playing Splatoon 3, 2 different streams, unlocking various weapons, customizables for my character, and basically getting the hang of it, then I unlocked ranked play. And I played this yesterday, and here's what I determined about ranked play. First of all, the matchmaking is atrociously stupid. It doesn't match you against people of your own rank, it just matches you against anyone, because so few people are playing ranked play. This leads to worse connections, and leads to you getting overplayed almost every time until you learn exactly what to do. So to give you some perspective, the first hour of ranked play was this happening to me.
So, does Phil not understand the concept that you can only improve as a fucking gamer if you play against fucking good players? It's a simple concept, but you'll only improve as a fucking gamer when you are playing against good fucking people. Hey, piece of peace, how you doing, pal? But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, he doesn't understand this concept where he if he doesn't fucking learn from his defeats and trying to fucking better, let's fucking, you know, learn from these experiences where he gets his ass handed to him, you know, and as Phil says, getting his ass just beat fucking like a government mule. If he doesn't fucking learn from these fucking experiences, then they're a fucking wasted experience. He's got to try and learn from these fucking defeats. What was he doing wrong? What were the other team doing fucking right? How can he learn from that? How can he adapt it into his own fucking gameplay? How can he improve as a gamer from these defeats? Can he learn from his mistakes? Well, it's Phil Burnell. He cannot learn from his fucking mistakes. He is doomed to repeat them. It's just the way Phil Burnell is.
Wait, hold up. I just want to learn how to play. Which should never happen. In ranked gameplay, the whole point is it should put you in matches with people of your skill level. That's the point of having ranked points. It's not just a arbitrary leveling system. It's supposed to be if you're better, you play better opponents. If you're worse, you play worse opponents as you learn. But Splatoon 3 says, fuck all that, play anyone, get destroyed. So literally for an hour, I don't even understand the game mode or what we're doing, and it's just completely dominated by people who know what they're doing. They're taking the high ground. They're completely outplaying everyone who doesn't know what the hell's going on. It's a joke. It's basically, it's Nintendo, once again, being Nintendo, feeling they don't have to learn from any of their contemporaries or any competition. We'll just do whatever we want because we're Nintendo and we get a pass. So when we make ranked play, we don't have to make it actually match against people of your skill level. Who cares?
Well, hold the fuck on. This was the very start of your fucking ranked play. Because you didn't have any fucking ranked experience before to show for it, they have no idea how fucking good you are at a fucking game. You had to build up to ranked play, didn't you? You had to fucking build up to a certain level before you unlocked ranked play. So the game had no idea how fucking good you were at that fucking point in time to fucking determine where it should fucking place you in a ranking system. All they have got to go by is your fucking game your time spent playing the fucking game, essentially, and your win-loss ratio in those fucking games. So you have to play more fucking ranked games for a game to determine how to fucking filter you into a fucking correct category. Now, I cannot speak for other games and how they fucking do things, but Rocket League, for example, I play Rocket League a lot, as you guys know. Some of you guys might know I play Rocket League a shit ton. I love playing that fucking game. And it's one of those things where whenever a new season starts, they have 10 matches where they determine your ranking for the following season. And if you win all those fucking games, well done. If you don't, you might fucking go up and down. But you get 10 games essentially to determine your fucking rank and how good you are, and it places you where it thinks you should be placed based on your performance over 10 games, whether you win them or lose them or whatever. And so the game has to fucking learn how good you are so it knows how to fucking match you up against other people. It's as simple as that. In this game, you literally just unlocked ranked mode, and it took an hour for the fucking game to determine how shit you were. The game took all that fucking time to go, okay, this guy's not that fucking good. Let's just fucking put him down here with all the fucker, all the fucking window lickers and all the shit. They don't know what they're fucking doing.
Well, I care. I'm someone who wants to learn your game. So I basically wasted about an hour and a half yesterday playing ranked play, not knowing what the fuck was going on. When I finally learned what I was doing, I started winning. And then, now I'm dominating.
It's almost like he fucking learned from his fucking experiences eventually. It's like, okay, so did Phil learn anything at all from his experiences? He's pretending he didn't learn. And he just fucking admits he did learn there. So it's like one of those things where he fucking plays a goddamn game. Yes, he actually fucking finally grasped the concept of what he was fucking meant to do, and he improved, it seems, in playing the fucking game. It probably also dubbed him down his opponents, probably. But the fact of the matter is that it's clear as day. The game's ranking system seems to have worked out in the end here, because it fucking finally put it into its head how to play the fucking game. Jesus Christ, man. Stevie Dead, I'll play at Rocket League anytime, pal. If you want to play Rocket League any point, Stevie Dead, I'll happily give you a game. I'd probably beat your ass, because I'm alright at the game. I'm at champ level, which people think is pretty good, but it's also it's not the highest level, but yeah. Anyway, let's just get on the stream.
Right now, me and my team, take the high ground, throw the paint over the areas, do this, do that. Now I'm dominating, okay? But the one thing that I noticed after playing about 3 hours of ranked play yesterday is that you don't really level up doing it. So I played ranked play the entire stream, okay? I gained 1 level. Now think about this. Previously, in the other 2 streams that I had done 6 hours of gameplay, I hit level 10. In 3 hours of gameplay yesterday, I gained 1 level in ranked play. So ranked play is what you're aspiring to play. You have to unlock it, you have to get good to win at it, but then you get the least rewards from it. How the hell does that work? The answer is it doesn't. The system is flawed. They built ranked play in a really weird way that it doesn't really make sense. Okay? It doesn't match you against people you want to be playing against because it doesn't care about your ranking points. And then you get almost nothing for it. So why am I doing it? Right? I don't get it. I'm lost. Okay? So you might say, well, all right, Phil, well, then just play the other game modes. What other game modes? That's it. That's Splatoon 3. It's Turf War.
There's a single player game mode which is apparently very good. I've heard very good things about it, and Phil's been told about it, and he refuses to fucking play it because he's worried it would commit him to playing it for several fucking streams. Apparently, it's like it might take like 4 or 5 streams to complete fucking the single player game mode of Splatoon 3, which Phil does not want to do. He wants to drop this fucking game as fast as politely possible. I say politely because he got this game gifted to him. He really did want to drop it beforehand, after like 2 streams, I think. After the second stream, he was fucking done with it, but he knows he would have fucking looked like a terrible piece of shit if he dropped a fan-donated game that fucking fast, especially for the price of that fucking game.
Horde mode called Salmon Run and ranked play. That's the whole game. Oh, wait, but there's an offline campaign. You're absolutely correct. Splatoon 3 has a single-player offline campaign. People are telling me it's around 10 to 12 hours long. By the way, it has nothing to do with the other game. It's separate, it's a storyline, and playing it, the only tie-in it has to the multiplayer is that you earn experience booster items that you can use to level up more quickly in the multiplayer by playing the single player. Outside of that, the single player is actually completely set. It's like 2 separate games. People are telling me it plays different, unique properties. That's all well and good. But can anyone, right now, I'm being honest now, if you're watching this stream live, or if you're watching this podcast on demand after the fact, and you purchased Splatoon 3, can you honestly raise your hand right now and say, I bought Splatoon 3 to play a campaign? No, it's like Call of Duty. It's nice that it has it. Of course, you'll play it because it's part of the package, but why did you get Splatoon 3? For the addictive multiplayer. So it's nice that it's there, but it's not an added feature that's really going to be too attractive. And I'll be honest, if I'm playing Splatoon 3, And I'm doing the multiplayer, which is supposed to be the main event feature, the addictive part of the game that everyone likes. And on my stream, my viewers are tanking, and I can't even get 300 viewers for a hot new game. And I'm watching the videos on my YouTube channel, DSP Gaming. And get this, Splatoon 3 is the lowest viewed series I have ever put out on DSP Gaming. That is not an exaggeration. Those videos from yesterday have almost 24 hours on them already.
Views. I don't want to be Mr. Views. He said very recently I didn't really care about views much these days as long as he got the fucking good engagement for it and good support for it. What if Earthbound tonight has barely 200 people watching the fucking thing? Would he fucking care about low views then? The videos don't have fucking much engagement either. Would he fucking care? No, because it's going to be well supported on stream probably. He'll probably get a good lot of tips on it. It is always this fucking way. Primarily, what he cares about first and foremost is how many fucking tips he gets on a fucking stream. Splatoon was always in the fucking crosshairs because thanks to Piece of Peace and his fucking fantastic wee tips tracker, you can see here on the first Splatoon stream here, only raised $102. $102 is not bad, but it's for Phil, a brand new game. Even though he didn't have to fucking buy the game, it was donated to him. He expects big things from brand new fucking games. Let's be honest here. So the first stream, $102. Second stream, $105. Slight improvement, but only a hat. He didn't get to wear a vest, and so he does not want to invest more time into the shit. The third stream, not even getting to a hat, $73. Okay, let's yeet that game into the fucking, universe. Get the fuck out of here. This fan-donated game is fucking history. You're not earning me any hats or vests anymore. Unlike Earthbound, that hot new fucking release from 2007 or some pish. I don't even know fucking how old Earthbound is. But the two streams he's had in that, $172, $227, it's natural he's going to fucking play Earthbound more and want to dedicate more time to Earthbound because that's the game that's getting all the fucking support right now. But right, Multiverses had a terrible fucking stream, $38 in Multiverses. So even though he really likes Multiverses, I wonder if he's going to fucking put that game on a chopping block as well. Even though he apparently fucking loves Multiverses. Was it 1994 Earthbound? Jesus fucking Christ, that game's older than some of you fuckers. Jesus, man. But yeah, Jesus fucking Christ, man. This is why Splatoon's fucked up. This is why he's fucking getting rid of Splatoon. The low tip support. None to do with views, none to do with that shit. He does not get as much money from it as he fucking wants, so the game is fucking history. He wants more from these new games. He expects more from these new games, and he doesn't get it.
One of them has not even hit 200 views. Okay? And it's not like, oh, well, Phil sucks. No, I'm learning the game. I'm actively enjoying it. I'm not just sitting there crapping on the game when I play it. I'm giving it a fair shot. I'm trying to learn the game. And I think yesterday I unlocked that try bucket. I like the bucket. I'm enjoying myself. The game itself, all right, has just not been anything innovative, eye-catching, and quite frankly, very interesting. I'm just going to be honest. It's just not. Like every other game I'm playing, including Earthbound, an RPG from the mid-90s, is more attractive to my viewing audience than Splatoon 3. Okay? Now, it very well could just be that my viewing audience doesn't really care about this style of game, and that's fine. I get that. But typically...
I'm counting that as style. Fuck it, I don't give a shit. Fuck you, Phil. I'm counting that as style. It's not a bingo, sadly, but I've got one more fucking thing ticked.
When I play a game, people will at least give it a look. This game, after 3 sessions, no one's caring about it. It's like, out of all the things I'm playing, it's actually the least interest of any game I've ever played. I'm not exaggerating that. It's getting the least attention of any game in 14 years that I've played. Less people care about Splatoon 3 than anything else. Yeah, it's the best-selling game in Japan. 3.45 million copies sold in 3 days, and all of Japan is playing it nonstop. If this doesn't show a disconnect between different cultures and gaming communities around the world, I don't know what else would. You know what I'm saying? Like...
Alright, fuck you, Phil. 2 seconds. Give me a second here. Let me fucking go on a wee random tangent here. Wee random detour. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just going for a little wander. 2 seconds. Entertain yourselves for a brief second while I search on Twitch for Splatoon. Here we fucking go. Let's go full screen for this. This game is not very big in America, apparently. Or for Western audiences in general. Splatoon 3 has currently 9.6k viewers. Admittedly, that is actually a bit of a drop-off. The last time I checked this, it was like 30,000 people playing this game at a time. So it has actually dropped off a fair bit last time I checked. But still, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people that are watching this content and are engaged with this content. And if you look at the fucking content creators that are fucking doing this shit, they're not all Japanese. Some of them are, obviously. Fucking some of them are clearly Japanese by looking at the fucking... But some of them are fucking English, some of them are fucking... Yeah, what else is it? This one seems like they're fucking French or something, or I don't know what the fuck language this is. On a Splatoon free liquidité avec... Okay, that's French. That's definitely French. Avec is like with, isn't it, in French? So yeah. Looks like this guy's also fucking Frenchy. I see the word avec there as well. So yeah, it's not just fucking Japanese, that's what I'm trying to point out here. And so while we're at it here, he's playing Earthbound. Earthbound, fucking hang on, 2 seconds. Search history, Earthbound. Here we go. 89 viewers currently for Earthbound. That's actually not bad. That's gone up a fair bit. A few people are playing this game right now. But a far cry from the almost 10,000 people showing an interest in Splatoon 3. A game from 1994 has 89 viewers and, what, 9 streams. 9 separate streams and 89 viewers across all of them. I'll say the most of them are in like 2/3 of them in these first 2 streams here. Sab Irene and some random 24-hour stream by Big Burr, whoever the fuck those guys are. Kirby Souls is saying Earthbound and Mother is big in Japan. Phil should not play it then. That's an interesting point, aye. Interesting fucking point. Are any of these guys Asian ones? This one, I don't even know what fucking language this is. What the fuck kind of... I don't know how to translate this shit. The fuck kind of language is this? Okay, you know, that's enough derailing though. Actually, what's he playing tonight? Capcom. Capcom Fighting Collection, isn't it? Is that a game now? I think it is. So this is the game he's playing tonight for Friday Night Fights. Is it Capcom Fighting Collection? Let me just make sure. It is actually called that. The Capcom Fighting Collection, which he's playing tonight, only has 2 viewers and 2 streams, 1 viewer per stream. So the games he's playing, let's just keep into it. Today's gameplay for Phil Burnell has less than 100 people interested in Twitch. Splatoon 3 has about 10,000 people interested in Twitch alone, and yet Phil's 2 games he's playing tonight has less than 100. You want to talk about interest and engagement and shit? These are undeniable facts that the games he's playing. He doesn't want to fucking play Splatoon 3, which is getting thousands of people watching that shit on Twitch. He would rather play Earthbound, which has, what, 80 people watching right now randomly? Which is up a fair bit, you know, it's actually, I'm surprised it's that high. And the Capcom Fighting Collection, which has 2 viewers and 2 streams. Phil, as usual, prioritising the hot, fresh content for his audience.
Damn, that's pretty crazy, right? That, you know, thousands of people come to DSP Gaming a day to watch my content, okay? And out of those thousands of people, 200 couldn't be bothered to watch the videos because they just don't care. All right? Now, we might say, well, why do you...
Prophet, you bastard, man. You waited for me to close Twitch so you could ask me to look up Fightcade. You bastard. Why did I fucking close Twitch? Why did I fucking close Twitch? Because usually someone does a fucking ask as well. I was like, can you search this as well? It's like, I've just closed the fucking thing. Hang on. Fightcade. I'm searching Fightcade right now. Oh, I should really show you guys, shouldn't I? Hang on. Categories, Fightcade, okay. Oh, nothing. Hang on. So, it looks like nobody's playing Fightcade at all. There's got people following it. But unless I'm missing something... Am I missing something here? Fightcade has absolutely nothing going for it. Nobody's playing it right now on Twitch. Am I looking at the right thing? Did I search the right thing? Is it 2 different words, maybe? I don't know. Fightcade 2. Oops, I pressed the wrong button. There is it called something different maybe? I can't, there's nothing on here for it. There's tons of Fightcade streams apparently. Oh, I can't find the fucking thing. Is it called Fightcade? I got no idea if I can find this thing on Twitch. It doesn't show me. I'm searching Fightcade and here. It shows up on the different things like Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 3. All I know is I'm searching Fightcade and, well, these guys, well, these are past videos. These guys are live right now. You don't stream Fightcade, you stream the game itself, like Street Fighter 3, etc. They tag under retro, I guess. I don't know. There's probably some interest, but it's not easy to find on Twitch. I could search this fucking Street Fighter, I guess. If I can spell the fucking thing right. Which Street Fighter am I fucking searching? Which Street Fighter do you guys want to fucking search very quickly? Before I go back to the bingo. Pick a Street Fighter. Hey, Sunspot Gallery, how you doing? Third Strike, okay, Third Strike. 18 viewers right now in 4 streams. So there you go. That's how many people are playing and streaming and watching Third Strike right now on Twitch. Now I'm going to leave this open in case someone else asks me if I can check something, and I'll be quick to check it. Kirby's also saying it's like searching for Steam or other platform. Okay, I see, okay, no worries.
What do you think this is? I'll tell you why. I know exactly why. Because Splatoon 3 is the same game as fucking Splatoon 1 and Splatoon 2. They put zero effort into innovation. Zero. Here's what they did. Oh, we haven't made a Splatoon in a while. Well, everyone bought the last 2. So what should we do? Should we actually innovate and change the game up and make it different? Nah, let's just give them the same game a third time, slap a new name on it, update the graphics. Okay. Splatoon 3. 4 million seller. It's the same fucking game. Now, I'm not saying that's bad. Call of Duty does it every year, and they're one of the, if not the, highest selling game, right? Does that mean that it's acceptable? To your point of view, right? For me, playing Splatoon 3, I absolutely would have loved innovation. Give me new game modes. Give me new innovative things to do. It's literally the same shit. Okay? And, again, I hate to say it, they even redid their shortcomings from the first game 7 years ago. Oh, you can only play certain maps at certain times. Why? You now have enough maps in the game to warrant a full retail purchase. You do. Like, the game has enough maps that they could just be rotating the maps. There's absolutely no reason to only do 2 maps in a 2-hour period. We just want to because we're Nintendo. Well, you can't just do that. You have to justify your actions like the rest of the world. You're not better than everyone else as a game developer. You're in competition. But Nintendo, again, they live in this weird alternate universe where they think they're not in competition with anyone. We could do weird shit.
Look, they're not the only fucking gaming company that fucking does this kind of thing. There's games like fucking Rainbow Six Siege that fucking rotate maps all the fucking time. I think it's personally annoying as well that fucking companies do this, but it's not just a fucking Nintendo thing. Rainbow Six Siege has been guilty of doing this in the past as well, where they fucking rotate maps at times so you can play them. It's weird. As a gamer, it's kind of a weird thing, but I can understand also what they're trying to fucking do. They're trying to kind of get random interest at certain fucking points in time. They're just basically trying to determine necessarily what are the popular maps, what maps do people enjoy playing, and what maps do people not enjoy playing. It's a good, easy way for fucking game developers to determine what maps are actually preferred by their audience. And so then they can maybe fucking hone those fucking maps and fine-tune them if they fucking need to fine-tune them because there's not enough interest in them. It's a very easy way for developers to figure out what maps are popular and what maps are not popular. Phil Burnell, as usual, is all about me, poor little me, I want the fucking full thing, even though I fucking hate the game. Guy's a fucking idiotic hypocrite. I cannot fucking think from the developer's perspective whatsoever.
However we want, and like it or don't. And the thing is, the Japanese reinforce that. When they buy Splatoon 3, 4 million copies within a week. They reinforce that, oh, we don't have to improve formula. You will buy the same game a third time. You will put up with our ridiculous design.
Look at your fucking formula, Phil. You fucking stagnate and wait until fucking everyone else has done something better than you before you think, maybe I should fucking do something myself. You don't fucking try and improve anything. You don't fucking innovate. You don't try and improve. You don't try and upgrade. You don't try and think, I need to do this better. I need to do that better. You fucking claim that you've changed so much as a fucking content creator, but then you fucking claim when people argue and bitch and whine about how you fucking act that you've not fucking changed at all. You can't make up your mind whether you have changed or you haven't fucking changed as a human being, as a content creator. Anything. You fucking contradict yourself at every single fucking point and turn. Are you going to fucking play Street Fighter? When you play Street Fighter, Phil, when you fucking play Street Fighter, are you going to fucking play the single player mode? Even though it's primarily a multiplayer game, most people get Street Fighter for the fucking multiplayer. Undeniably, people buy Street Fighter for the fucking multiplayer experience. Are you telling me Phil's going to fucking prioritise the single player game mode? You bet your ass he will. He'll fucking definitely prioritise the single player game mode. Even though it's a multiplayer game first and foremost, and that is why most people will buy fucking Street Fighter, so they can play other people online. That is the fucking purpose of most people buying Street Fighter, and yet this motherfucker is going to hype up a single player mode as if it's one of the great reasons for getting the game. He's not even going to give the single player mode in Splatoon 3 a chance. He wants to fucking just drop that fucking game like a bad habit because it's not giving him the tips he desires. And then he's going to fucking blame Japan. He's going to say the Japanese are xenophobic, doesn't give American games a chance. Meanwhile, he is not giving fucking a Japanese game a chance. Who's the real fucking racist here, the Japanese or Phil Burnell? In my opinion, it's Phil Burnell. There's more evidence of Phil Burnell being racist than the Japanese, lately anyway, of being racist. That's my opinion.
Design choices, because we're Nintendo. If you buy that stuff, you support the bad action, right? You do. So, you know, there's no surprise that they're not doing anything different, okay? So, and again, I'm not saying Call of Duty is good too or bad too, because that's what someone did on the comments last night. You know, I'm talking about Splatoon 3 yesterday, playing it, and someone leaves a comment, oh, but you're okay with Call of Duty every year. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I criticize Call of Duty literally every year I play it, saying it's shit. The online play is terrible. They never improve it. They really need to put effort into the game, and they never do. And then last year, I skipped Call of Duty because I said they put no effort into this. I'm not even buying it this year. Okay? Call of Duty's not immune to this criticism either. These game companies are putting no fucking effort into these games now. It's a joke. And then you buy it in 4 million copies in a week, all it's going to do is make them pump out more shit. That's the same shit. They're never going to innovate if you support the bad action.
You cannot fucking tell people what to like and what to not fucking like. Just because you don't fucking like it does not mean that millions of other people don't fucking like it, you fucking idiot. It's not a case of, I like this thing, so everyone else should like it as well. I don't like this thing, so why the hell is everyone else liking it? It doesn't work like that. It does not fucking work like that, Phil. You don't understand what it's like to be a gamer anymore. He doesn't understand this thing. All Phil can see games as is not as a fucking gaming experience, but as a fucking monetary investment. If the game is not returning him the fucking tips that he deserves, he thinks he deserves on a fucking stream, then he thinks that game's gonna be fucking garbage. He'll blame, if he's actually playing a game and he genuinely likes a game but it's not getting the fucking support, he will guilt trip the absolute ever living shit out of the audience for not giving that game a chance. It happened with Multiverses. The audience were not fucking warming up to Multiverses. He really does seem to enjoy Multiverses, but it's getting to the point where he actually might have to fucking drop that fucking game because the support for it is not really as high as he wants it to be. Any other fucking game, that game would have been fucking dropped long ago, but he seems to actually enjoy playing Multiverses, and he's fucking blamed his audience for not giving that a fucking chance or comparing it to Smash, calling it some kind of Smash clone or whatever and all that shit. He has done everything possible within his power to try and get his audience to support Multiverses, and he'll still, that's what I'm saying, there's games he clearly likes and he fucking wants to keep playing, but it's getting less support than Splatoon ever has. I was going to say, Multiverses, it's funny that he says that Multiverses, he says Splatoon 3 is one of his worst supported games. I would argue it's fucking Multiverses. Anytime you see Multiverses on his fucking streams, it's usually low support. He got $38 $38 here. Okay, I should go full screen first so you guys can see properly. Multiverses, you can see here, Piece of Pieces tips tracker by the way, fantastic thing. $38 Phil recorded on Multiverses last night. What was Phil's last pure performance stream? Multiverses, $29. What about the one before that? $80. What about the one before that? Oh, yeah, $115. Fucking well done there. Before that, $76. But there was a few bad ones before that as well. It started off pretty bad. It started off really bad. $20 here. He's had several bad streams of Multiverses for support, and yet the game survives because Phil likes it. It's unbelievable, man. It fucking is unbelievable. There's double standards that Phil shows. If he is not getting the tips he wants for these games, usually those games are fucked. First and foremost, Phil is seeing these games not as a gamer, but as a fucking shitty businessman. Whereas, like, if I'm not getting the worthwhile money for my time playing this game, I don't want to be playing that game. That's how he fucking treats his shit.
You see? So, why do I think this game is not catching on my channel? Because why do people really tune into DSP Gaming? Alright, there's various different reasons. Number one, people want to see my honest reactions to new games. That's a big reason. Number two, people want to relax with me and have a chill and fun time with me in certain games. Okay? And number three, there's people who are just along for the ride no matter what I play. But maybe there's a group of people who only tune in for frustrating stuff. You know, the Dark Souls stuff, things like that. So what category does Splatoon 3 fit into? Well, there's nothing new about the game. It's literally Splatoon 1 again. You saw me play that 7 years ago. You can still watch the videos if you want. It's definitely not chill fun. I can't chill when I play it because I have to pay attention to the game, and it's a competitive game. It's frustrating. Playing it online, the ranked yesterday definitely revealed some of the shortcomings of the netcode and stuff. I guess for some, if you wanted to see me rage, I will rage a bit at it. But even then, I don't necessarily know if that's really going to succeed for that reason, because I'm overall learning and enjoying getting better. Like, sure, I raged at the first hour of ranked yesterday, then I learned it and started winning, and now the rage went away. You see? So basically, I don't know if this game fits into any of the categories of what people come to my channel to see. You know what I'm saying? I think it might be a unique oddity where it's absolutely fine if you like the game. I'm not going to crap on you. I get it. I actually understand the addictive nature of it and the fun level to it.
You're not going to crap on people for liking the game. You're literally called the Japanese xenophobic because they give Splatoon 3 a chance, but then you claim they don't give other Western games a chance. Even though fucking things like, was it Apex is pretty big in Japan, as well as Minecraft. These are two massive games that are fucking developed in the West, and yet the Japanese love these games. But no, Phil claims the Japanese are xenophobic and only support their own fucking games. That's Phil's stance on it. It won't shit on you for fucking liking a game, even though you're fucking claiming that the Japanese are xenophobic.
And if you have friends who play it as well, probably adds to that. You want to play with your friends, do a party and stuff like that. I get all that. I'm not going to crap on Splatoon.
What do you mean you fucking get playing with your fucking friends? What fucking friends have you fucking played a game with in the last fucking several years of your fucking miserable life? The last time you had a fucking friend to play a fucking video game with was what? Fucking John Rambo through in Connecticut? Sitting on that fucking dumbass couch of yours. Leanna fucking technically played games with him and all. Fucking playing Plants vs Zombies, however. Shit, they played that off stream. But this is the thing though, Phil has no fucking friends to fucking have these experiences with. Phil doesn't understand what it's like to have a fucking friend. He doesn't need a friend. Phil has claimed he doesn't need friends anymore because, he can't make any friends because he's such a horrible human fucking being. Who would want to be a friend of this fucking idiot? If you're a friend of Phil Burnell, imagine the fucking conversations. He'll just try and fucking get you into fucking making content with him immediately. Any way he can use you to fucking, incentivize it financially. Is it, hey, I can make money off this guy. Get him in to fucking make content. Yeah, it's gonna be great. No, shit, fuck off, Phil. Anytime he's played with games online with other people, the other people have usually stood out. That makes Phil jealous and annoyed. Anytime Phil's fans, he's done some streams in the past where he's had some of his fans sharing the audio as well. You can actually hear his fans on the audio. And some of them have been far more entertaining than Phil has. And then word gets back to Phil that, people really enjoyed that fucking, hearing that, his pals, not the commentary they were doing. And it gets to the point where it's like, that guy is, Phil was talking too much because I'd rather hear the other guy. And Phil gets salty and bitter with that, so those guys are history. Those guys are fucking gone. You aren't allowed to, overshadow Phil on his own fucking channel. Remember when people heard John Rambo in Project 7 and the lines he was delivering? Phil wrote those lines. By the way, I wrote those lines. Mr. Phil Burnell got jealous and envious because people were preferring John Rambo's performance in Project 7, even though Phil fucking had to make it about himself and say, me, I was the one that wrote that line that John Rambo said. Stop fucking saying that John Rambo's the best thing about Project 7. His ego cannot handle it when anyone fucking outperforms him in his own little precious wee channel. Yeah, fuck being Phil Burnell's friend. I'd rather be a fucking hermit than be a friend to this prick.
2 and 3 and say it's a bad game. It's definitely not. It's absolutely positively not a bad game. Should it be the best-selling Japanese game of all time? No, I don't believe it should. But that doesn't mean that people don't buy hype. Because I hate to say it, suckers born every minute, and the whole country is hyping it up. Everyone's going to buy it and want to be a part of this thing. Just like Call of Duty here. We're not immune to that. We're just as stupid. We buy crap here too. So don't think that I'm trying to say that the Japanese are dumb. No. Gamers as a whole buy into these fads and buy into the hype, and the next thing you know, you got these arbitrary yearly annual releases that really don't have much to them, yet they're the biggest sellers, right? So we're just as guilty, if not more guilty, having an annual Call of Duty come out. So please don't think that I'm trying to say, that culture is wrong. That's completely false. I think gamers as a whole just...
Am I crazy, or do they actually refer to Americans as idiots?
Hype, because I hate to say it, suckers born every minute, and the whole country is hyping it up. Everyone's going to buy it and want to be a part of this thing. Just like Call of Duty here. We're not immune to that. We're just as stupid. We buy crap here too. So don't think that I'm...
it says stupid. Okay, sorry. I didn't say idiots. Sorry, I didn't say idiots. I thought it said idiots, which is one of the words for the bingo card, but it said they're all stupid, so...
Trying to say that the Japanese are dumb. No. Gamers as a whole buy into these fads and buy into the hype, and the next thing you know, you got these arbitrary yearly annual releases that really don't have much to them, yet they're the biggest sellers, right? So we're just as guilty, if not more guilty, having an annual Call of Duty come out. So please don't think that I'm trying to say, that culture is wrong. That's completely false. I think gamers as a whole just sadly buy into this shit because hype is very powerful, okay? If you like Splatoon 3, great. I do too. I have enjoyed playing it. But I'm not just me playing games for me. I'm someone who's a streamer and a content creator, and I have to find things that's going to captivate my audience, okay? I hate to say it. Excuse me. I hate to say it, but I just don't think it's for my audience. I'm just being honest. When I'm playing this game and I'm releasing 3 hours of gameplay in chunks, and the 3 hours of gameplay gets 170 views in 24 hours, that tells me no one cares about Splatoon on my channel. Besides maybe me and the few people who have...
Hold on a second. 3 hours of gameplay, so 3 separate videos only has 170 views altogether. Nah, fuck off. Fuck the fuck off. Where's Splatoon? By the way, someone pointed this out. I don't know who pointed this out earlier on. It may have been Prophet or maybe somebody else. I'll just give a credit to Prophet. There's no thumbnails for Splatoon. Not a single, neither for multiverses. He hasn't got thumbnails for multiverses, which might explain why some of those don't have as good views as other fucking parts. I can understand why this one has actually a good wee automatic thumbnail with fucking, you know, the wee gremlin on the fucking front of it automatically. So this one here, that one kind of stands out as its own thumbnail because it's dead centre, the wee gremlin, it's all cute. But the automated thumbnails for everything else, there's no thumbnails for Splatoon at all. Disney fucking game has thumbnails, Earthbound has thumbnails. And your fucking Bassmaster has thumbnails, but Splatoon doesn't. It's like he's not even trying to promote the fucking thing. But look at the views though for Splatoon then. 344 views for this part. 258 views for this part. 161 views for that part. Combined for 3 hours of work, those parts are what? 300, 500, so that's like 600 right there, these two. About 750 views for the 3 parts combined. 750 views for the 3 parts combined. Phil is lying to you when he says 3 hours of fucking content creating or whatever for this game only for just 160 odd views. Now, one part of that did that, but combined you got 750 views across 3 videos. Don't fucking lie, Phil. I'll always catch you out when you're fucking lying. Well, not always. Some lies may escape me because I fucking can't remember every single fucking lie this man tells. This man has lied so fucking much over years. It's incredible and it's difficult to keep up with all his fucking lies. Hey, Nathan Wong's unbanned. He grovelled hard enough and he got unbanned by Phil. Congratulations. Fucking denthead.
Actually been helpful in the stream chat. I want to say thanks to people like Expand Dong.
Conroy is saying it was him that pointed out. Thank you, Conroy, for pointing out. As I said, I couldn't mind. And just by default, I credited Prophet because, if I'm nice to Prophet, he won't send his sex bots after me. But yeah, I knew somebody pointed it out, but I couldn't mind too. So thank you, Conroy, for pointing out in the first place that Phil's not even trying to fucking promote the game or get his fan to make thumbnails for the game. He's not trying at all himself to try and get thumbnails made for this fucking game. Does he just fucking wait? Does this idiot actually fucking wait for the fan to get the thumbnails rather than him reaching out to him and saying, by the way, can you make thumbnails for this game, that game, please? Does he actually just wait for the fucking fan to decide arbitrarily, I'm going to give Phil these thumbnails? He's too lazy to even fucking ask him beforehand. I think that might be the case. What an incredibly lazy piece of shit.
Big Papa Phil, who've been trying to help me with it and understand it, and obviously you guys like it, and that's cool. And I'm happy for you that you like the game. I do too. I actually like it, and if it had caught on more, I probably would be playing it more. But it's not catching on here on DSP Gaming. It's been a week. I gave it 3 chances, and it seems like all hype has died out. And it's funny because I still got people saying, well, you're going to play the single player? Am I going to play the single player? The meat of the game that people should want to see is getting 170 views. Now you want me to play the single player? Really? So, right now, the only reason I would probably even try Splatoon 3 would be to do Splatfest next weekend. All right? Maybe I'll give it like one more shot during Splatfest to see what a Splatfest is like. So I can at least say, okay, I understand it. I know what it is. And be a part of that for one stream or whatever, But I do not foresee me putting this into the rotation regularly moving forward when no one cares about it. Okay? So, there you go. Holic's Vacation says, it's true, I lived in Japan for a couple years during Modern Warfare 2 release. No one ever talked about the game. The shelves were full of the game. No one bought it. I told you. It's different. Different cultures like different things. Over there, it's just a different world. And that's okay. That's fine. It's different. Like I say all the time, it's different strokes for different folks. I used to be the kind of person who I was an idiot. And I would be like, well, if you don't like what I like, you're an asshole. Right? And I would hate on you and I would shit on you and I would say stupid, offensive things. I'm a much more open-minded guy now and I understand. Everyone likes different stuff.
Oh, fucking shit.
If you like Splatoon 3, good for you. I actually do. If you don't like it, I also get that. Right? I need to find what works for my audience. I'll tell you, this is not working. 3 streams of this game and I can't get more 300 people for a hot new release, right? I can't get over 100, 200 people to watch the videos. No one cares about this, all right? So at least on my stream. So, like I said, I think I will likely Maybe try it out once the next weekend for the Splatfest, and that might be it for Splatoon 3 for me. And quite frankly, I don't think I missed anything because I've seen it all already. In 3 streams, I've seen all the online play the game has to offer. Yeah, that's a full $60 release in 2022. Three sessions.
Somebody ask him, I hope somebody fucking asks him if he's going to skip the fucking single player content for Street Fighter 6 because the main meat of the game is multiplayer. Somebody please ask him to see how fucking hypocritical he's going to sound when he's fucking wanting to fucking play a single player of Street Fighter even before he's got any fucking views on the game, and yet he's not going to fucking play a single player fucking Splatoon 3. There is no justifiable reason why he's skipping single player for Splatoon 3 and then he's fucking willing to do it for fucking Street Fighter. There's no justifiable reason whatsoever. The game's same kind of, you know, logic applies to both games. They're both primarily fucking multiplayer fucking games. Yeah, profit. I kind of made a point earlier on there. Splatoon made $73 in tips yesterday. Multiverses made $38 in tips yesterday. He's wage quitting Splatoon, even though a game done better performing for tips. Phil, you know, I'll tell you exactly how Phil would argue that point. Phil would argue that because Splatoon was a daytime game, it done better because historically Phil's daytime streams are better supported than his nighttime streams, which is kind of undeniable when you check out the metrics. You know, you can see here, it is kind of the common denominator. Usually that is the case. Not always the case, you know, not always the case. Sometimes the night stream will do better than the day stream, like here on the 28th of August. The day before it was actually even, $64 and $66, quite even. But the day stream usually does outperform the night stream, historically. So that's just the way it's always usually been. Fuck it, man. This idiot, man, this fucking idiot. You get too annoyed with him at times, man, you really do, man, but he's a fucking hypocrite. It's not just the fact that he's a fucking horrible prick. It's not the fact that he's got horrible bodily functions that fucking make you go, what the fuck, man? Mute yourself. It's not just the fact that he fucking lies and contradicts himself on a regular fucking basis and makes you go, what the fuck? Are you even forgetting what you fucking said 5 minutes ago? It's just this fucking, it's everything combined, man. It's like an amalgamation of all these horrible fucking traits rolled into one fucking pig roach. This is what makes Phil Bonnell such a fucking polarised and toxic individual. It's like, it's hard to fucking deal with all this stupidity and horrible toxicity coming out from one salty motherfucker. And that's what I'm saying, it's hard to keep track of all this fucking multitude of lies and fucking retcons over the fucking years. It really is, because he does it so often on a regular fucking basis, where he hopes enough time has fucking passed that he can retcon some fucking story and it fucking made him, you know, look stupid. Like the Mike Tyson thing. By the way, the Pixar animations video of the Mike Tyson thing is brilliant, because Phil tried to fucking backpedal that shit. Say he didn't say he could beat Mike Tyson in the fight, when he clearly did. He's like, I can probably faster than him because he's older, and I can probably hit his legs. That's literally what Phil said. Australian Doom says he backed out also because he promised his dents that he would play with them. Exactly. It's one of those things. He promises his fans things that they want, and he backs out of doing it for arbitrarily stupid reasons, nonsensical reasons. Prophet saying Splatoon is technically a children's first-person shooter, playing it on a day stream while kids are at school still beating multiverses at night. It's like, Phil's, that's what I'm saying, Phil's fucking schedule is so fucking weird to me. I think Phil caters to a European audience. Well, kinda. The day streams are meant to cater for a European audience. I think Phil's aware that if he doesn't stream at 11 AM his time, he is actually denying himself potentially a good chunk of money from the right side of the world, if that makes sense, the right hand side of the planet. From like the line going down from like the UK, Europe, Asia, and all that shit, you know. He's denying himself that sort of income, which is why Phil picks a strange time to stream his time. It's kind of weird, man. It's kind of weird. I don't know.
You've seen it with the whole game. Okay. Anyway, so that's the schedule roughly for the week. What we need to determine is next weekend what I'm going to be doing. Will it be Splatoon Splatfest? Will it be the Modern Warfare 2 beta on Xbox? Will it be the demo of Wolong? You know, what are we doing next weekend? I'll leave it up in the air. We'll talk about it over the course of the week. And we'll determine by next weekend what we're doing. Okay? The members poll, or the members thread is up. If you're a member, post up your questions for Ask the King. All right? Now, another important thing. On October 1st, a Saturday, okay, I'm going to be doing a special React event. Why? Because we hit 450 members early this month. Actually, it was supposed to be as of today, and we hit it a few days ago. So because of that, I'm doing a special celebratory extra event for you guys. It's a special React. Now, what do you guys want to see me react to? Well, right now, The two options are a documentary from Frederick Knudsen or a documentary from June the King. I would like you guys to take a look at their YouTube channels. Please see what they've done, and please nominate things you'd like to see me react to. The one thing that's off the table is the LTG documentary from June the King, because that already caused a bunch of problems. I asked him about it. He doesn't want me to do it. So anything else is game, okay? Now, one suggestion I got was Pro Jared's documentary that apparently June the King did recently. I haven't seen it. Quite frankly, I have no idea what even went down there. Yes, I was part of 2 social media posts that trended hugely during that thing exploding on the internet. But outside of that, I literally never even looked into the situation to figure out what was going on with the guy. I really have no clue, besides some really embarrassing photos that everyone saw by accident, because I didn't want to see them, and it was disgusting. But outside of that, maybe that would be a good one.
Yeah, Phil's never fucking exposed himself doing anything disgusting on the internet, has he? It's not as if Phil ever accidentally fucking streamed himself masturbating in front of children or anything. Phil would never be guilty of something like that, would he? Double standard fucking idiotic hypocrite.
I don't know. I'm looking for suggestions. Barrel Shot says the Keemstar documentary by June the King. That could be a good one. I've never seen that. I don't know. I don't know what that entails. That could be a good one. We've seen Keemstar in multiple other things I've already covered, right? Okay. No. Listen, LTG, and I mean this too. LTG has been nothing but like a nice guy and a gentleman to me. I want to say that publicly. The guy has never done anything negative towards me at all, to my knowledge. And in any dealings or conversations I've had with the guy, he's been very nice. I had a private conversation with him, and I was like, "Do you feel the June the King documentary is fair?" Because I did a react to Wings of Redemption's documentary over on Frederick Knudsen. I'm looking for one on you, and he literally came to me very nicely, and he was like, "No, I don't think it's fair. I feel like there was some information in there that wasn't fully public, and he made it public, and it kind of blew my spot up, and it, is fucked up that he did that. And in addition, I really feel like it's skewed negatively in a way that's not true. So, I would appreciate if you wouldn't do it." And I said, "All right, I won't do it." That was a very nice. And I, like I said, the few times I talked to him over the years, he's never said anything negative about me. And like you know what I'm saying? Like in regards to like insulting or whatever. Remember, years ago, I asked him, did he want to be in a series of matches with me in the in the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection? And he could have said, "No, you're a scrub," or this or that. No, he said, "Listen, I was already in public matches and rivalries and things with someone like Vizant and stuff like that, and I get nothing out of it. All I get is negativity thrown at me. If I have nothing to gain from it, I don't want to do it. So even though it would be a fun, casual thing to do, no, I don't want to do it."
That's not interesting. Who would come off worse for negativity in that kind of matchup? DSP or LTG? Probably just saying right there, Phil challenged LTG to Street Fighter 5 when it first came out, and LTG told him to fuck off. Yeah, Trey Milton's wondering who Vizant is. Isn't it Vikant? I thought the name is pronounced Vikant, or is a C silent? I don't know. And World Leader saying that's not at all how things went. So this, so I don't actually. I'm not clued up on this kind of lore, but I assume Prophet's version is more accurate. When Phil challenged, Low Tier God to Street Fighter 5, and just Low Tier God just goes into fuck off, get the fuck out of here. I'm not playing you, scrub. Is it Vikant or Viscant? I don't fucking know. Joe Elrican says the toxicity of DSP LTG would cause a nuclear winter. To be fair, Silent Weapons says something here. They actually did have a Street Fighter match against each other unintentionally. I remember that. That actually might exist on YouTube. Let me see if I can find it. Guys. I think Phil might have won that, actually. Give me a second to see if I can find it. I believe it's on YouTube. Yep. It is. Shao Chow uploaded it 5 years ago. The godly matchup between Darkside Phil and Low Tier God. DSP versus LTG. So let me. So here we go. This was the one time where they accidentally played each other. I'm glad Silent Weapons reminded me of that. But this is when they played each other. And this is from DSP's own stream.
These motherfuckers talk shit 24/7.
Or Bison.
Because I'm not in the damn room and can't back it up. So I'm a.
Oh, so this has actually been edited, so it includes both their commentary. Interesting.
5-0 this dude real quick, and I'm gonna do a fucking I can't even talk right now because I'm just ready to beat this dude so bad. What is it? Exposing frauds exposed episodes. Typical idiot scrub. This is nothing but your typical online derp idiot talking shit and can't back it up.
Who's this? I don't know who's next. Where's this? What did he pick?
Training stage.
Oh,
Bison,
God.
typical scrub character.
Another
I'ma
Relento
just
means
troll.
another match. I'm gonna get effing bodied.
I'm just gonna
dude.
troll right
Every
now.
fucking match with Relento, I get bodied now.
I don't even need to go
It never
100%. I'm
fails.
sick of these idiot scrubs talking.
It's the battle of the
Let's go.
century.
Put your money where your mouth is.
First hit.
Come on, you fucking scrub. Starts off the match with a scrub cycle pressure, praying that it fucking works.
I can't believe it.
Typical dumb scrub. Fucking idiot. Come on, run.
I tried to fucking do a move.
This dude's an idiot. You fucking dumbass.
Wow.
Don't fucking talk.
Link.
Play the fucking game. Easy fucking round one.
Crazy.
So that going back first round, Jesus Christ, man, LTG destroyed the fuck out of him. Well, maybe it's a bad matchup or something. I don't understand the whole thing. Oh, this guy's a bad opponent for me or whatever, you know, for fighters. But LTG seemed to know exactly what he's fucking doing there. And that, going by that evidence alone, the better player in that instance is clear as day. Let's see the second round.
You can link all those normals into each other into giant combos.
Fight is underway. First hit. What's next?
You can't even stop the pogo? I'm doing unsafe pogo mix-ups. Easy combo.
Put him block.
You're still gonna lose. Wake up with something. Doesn't know how to punish my roll. I could probably just keep doing that to this idiot. This is fucking free.
Oh my god, I couldn't block the cross.
That's fucking round 2. Easy.
Damn.
Let's get to the next fucking game with this idiot fucking scrub.
Ridiculous. I don't know. He has so many mix-ups and so many insane combos, apparently.
This guy was
All
talking
these
shit that
fucking
looked like a
normals
pile
comboing
of
each other to a
dog
giant
shit.
fucking combo
You
into
fucking
Rebecca. It's
turd,
ridiculous the amount of combo
fat
ability he
fuck.
has. The thing is, you
Don't
can tell
ever
he's a
say you
gimmick
can beat me in a
character.
5
Once
ball.
I
You
know how
got
to
one
beat those
round.
crossover gimmicks, it
Period.
won't
That's
be
all you
effective
got,
anymore.
you
The problem is
fucking
right now,
scrub.
it's
That's
incredibly
it.
effective.
What a waste of my
I don't know how
fucking
to beat
time.
them. Damn it.
Jesus Christ, man. Okay, that was worth watching. That was a good rewatch. LTG destroyed the fuck out of him. Jesus Christ, man. Wasn't even fucking close. All that LTG was having fucking fun with him, wasn't even trying as hard as he fucking had to, and he still won the fucking fight 2 in a row. 2 with no reply.
Fine, I get it. There you go. So, that's all I know. And that's the funny part, because everyone apparently is so negative and hates the guy. I can only tell you what I know about him from my personal dealings with the guy. Right? Right? And he's nice to me. So that's all I know. I'm not going to say a negative word about someone who's not bad to me, you know?
Hey, he wasn't that fucking nice to you when he beat your ass twice in a row there. Fucking dumbass scrub. Business signal, who would come off worse in toxicity? Like, who would get the worst kind of feedback, you know, or, you know, all that shit? Would it be LTG? I think LTG would actually get some positivity if he put Phil in his place in this kind of matchup, you know. It's one of those things like, I know LTG is a very polarising, salty, toxic motherfucker himself, but against DSP, who is toxic, I mean, he's the most toxic, the saltiest motherfucker out there. LTG will look like a saint, a good guy compared to DSP.
He could literally be one of the worst people on the planet. I don't know. All I know is when I talk to him, he's fine. All right? But anyway, so yeah, there was no threat. People were like, oh, he probably threatened Phil and said, if he reacts to that documentary, he's going to crush his gems and he's going to finger snap his ass into the fucking Shadow Realm. No, he didn't do that. He didn't do that. I don't know why people come up with this nonsense. He was just nice. He's like, nah, I don't think it's a fair documentary. It's actually kind of hurtful to me. So I said, all right, I won't do it. You know? That's the dumb shit. Anyway. Okay, so anyway, I need your feedback. Please take a look at those documentaries. So right now, I would say the 2 candidates would be the Pro Jared documentary and the Keemstar documentary, right? I'll throw one out there, the Spoonie experiment, the Spoonie one. Because I used to watch his content over a decade ago. He was part of that guy with the glasses back then, and I enjoyed some of his content. He was part of the crossover events, and I enjoyed him as an actor and a talent in those. And I don't know the guy's history. So I would say I'll throw that one in there as a candidate. All right. So let's keep thinking about this, and then we'll probably do is like that last week of September. We'll maybe do a poll, or we'll just talk about it and we'll hammer it in. We'll figure it out. All right. And that'll be how we figure out what we're gonna do for that special event. Okay. Okay. All right. Game news. Let's cover the game news because yes, we actually do have game news to talk about today. Let's see here. Where is it?
Shut up, bitch!
Here we go. So let's see. I already talked about Wolong, and it's beta, or that demo is up till the 25th. So as long as I play it over the course of that next weekend, I'll be able to play it. So big positive news for JRPG fans and for me, because ladies and gentlemen, it's so interesting that this is happening now. Okay, it has been announced that next year there will be a collection, an HD remaster collection of Suikoden 1 and 2, the two best games in the franchise. It will be sold as a package deal. The graphics have been completely redrawn for HD. The game is now widescreen. I'm super excited. I played these back on PS1. I love these games. The game, I believe, has 108 characters. Am I right? That it has 108 characters you can recruit?
I'm not going to make fun of Phil for how he pronounced that because I can't fucking pronounce it either. It's one of those things when I can't pronounce it either, but to be fair, in my defense, I've never played the fucking game or heard of the fucking game. I've never sought out the fucking game. Phil played this game and was passionate about the fucking game, so he should really know how to fucking pronounce the game, if that is, not the right way to fucking pronounce the goddamn thing. In my defense, I never fucking gave that game a thought whatsoever, just because I didn't know it. I don't care about those kind of games. That's just me. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I really should try and maybe play a JRPG one time myself, because it's just something I've never given a chance. Apparently it's pronounced Suikoden, or Suikoden. That's better than fucking my previous attempts, I'll take that. But, I'm not going to fucking Phil should know how to fucking say it by now if he's that fucking passionate about the fucking game. But, yeah, because I don't know how to fucking say it, I'm not going to fucking pull him up for it. Even though he fucking should know how to fucking say the goddamn thing.
I think so. I love these games. I played them back in the day in the 90s, and I never played them since. But they're some of my favorite RPGs of all time on the PS1 era style stuff. And the fact that this is now coming out as a collection next year is perfect. I've talked for years, oh, I love Suikoden and I want to play it. And now we actually have a reason to. Okay? So this is coming out next year. Sadly, no release date yet. But when it comes out, I'm absolutely playing at least one, if not both games. Maybe what we'll do is we'll play one when it releases and one later on. Okay? But for those who are JRPG fans like me, if you're loving this Earthbound playthrough, it's going to be good. Maybe another fun summer of classic JRPG stuff. Okay? So there you go. I'm excited for that. We already talked about the Wolong demo. Street Fighter 6 has officially revealed the entire launch cast of the game, which is exactly the cast that was already leaked. So literally there's no surprises between now and the release of the game. They already had everything leaked on them. So who is the cast of Street Fighter 6 at launch? Luke, Jamie, Manon, Kimberly, Marissa, Lily, JP, Juri, DJ, Cammy, Ryu, E Honda, Blanca, Guile, Ken, Chun-Li, Zangief, Dalzim, Liu Kang, Scorpion, Paul Phoenix. What the fuck? No, I'm just kidding. No, it's 18 characters. And it's a good mix because in there, you've essentially got, I would say, man, a good mix, right? You've got at least the original 8 World Warriors. Then you've got some add-ons like Cammy and Ryu, who were the new challengers from Super Street Fighter 2. Then you've got Juri as a throwback to Street Fighter 4, right? Then you've got some newer characters added in. Luke, who's Street Fighter 5, right? So it's a good mix, I feel, but I like the fact that they do have a good amount of new characters as well. But here's one thing I will say. I hope the new characters actually are pertinent to the game and the lore and the story, because I take a look at Nakali from Street Fighter 5, who was poised to be the new big villain or whatever. He's a fucking joke. He's literally like nothing in the game at all, right? Let's be honest, right? Who talks about Nakali? He's like nothing to do. He's not even important to the plot. He's kind of a joke character that originally looked badass, and then when the game came out, it's like they forgot he existed. Oh, we forgot to write him a story. The fuck, dude? You made a badass-looking, crazy demon-looking character that transforms in the middle of the match and looks insanely cool, and by the way, he's a joke. He has nothing to do with anything. Why? Why is he even in the game, right? So, I'm curious to see what, you know, how these characters will be implemented and if they're actually meaningful to Street Fighter lore and stuff like that, rather than, oh, we threw in a new character, but we didn't really think them out. You know what I mean? And now they really aren't going to fit into anything.
This motherfucker just said meaningful again. I swear to fuck. Every fucking time I throw it away, he throws the word in our fucking faces. I'm starting to take this personally. I really am starting to take this fucking personally. I'm annoyed. I'm so annoyed with him.
I hope that's not what happens, all right? But I'm excited for it. Everything I'm seeing, seriously, everything that I'm seeing in the game is a positive. I'm moving in the right direction, completely listening to feedback from Street Fighter V, you know, improving everything. I'm like, wow, they know what they're doing at this point, I guess. At least it looks like they do. So I'm sold. And by the way, now is a good time to announce this. It is official. I've applied to be part of the closed beta for Street Fighter 6. I applied to play on Xbox. Why? Because you had options to apply for either Steam, PlayStation, or Xbox. Well, if you take a look at those three platforms, I can't play it on Steam. Okay? I could have applied for PlayStation, but the vast majority of people who play Street Fighter V on console play it on PlayStation. So you got to think that's the vast majority of people applying to play this beta will be applying for the PlayStation version. So if you want an increased chance to be selected for this lottery, you got to apply for the one with the least. I would think PC and PS5 will be up there, and Xbox will be lesser requested. So that's why I requested Xbox. In addition, I have a nearly untouched brand new joystick over there that I could use if I play it on Xbox. And the game's cross-platform anyway. So it doesn't even matter what version you're playing. You can play with people from the other versions. So why do I care what console I'm playing it on? So I've applied for the closed beta. All right. They will be selecting people for the closed beta on October 5th. The closed beta is from October 7th to 10th. If I am selected to play in the closed beta for Street Fighter 6, I will be playing it all 3 days. It's a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I will be playing it. That entire weekend will be Street Fighter 6 preview weekend. That is all I'm going to do. I'm going to play the shit out of Street Fighter 6 to try to learn the game engine and all the characters that are available during that weekend. All right? So if you guys don't like Street Fighter, go on vacation that weekend. Because I want to immerse myself in this game. But here's the hilarious part about it. Ready? Come here. I got a secret to tell you. You ready? Come closer. Ready? Come here. It may not work. Because you remember what happened with Street Fighter 5? They had this giant exclusive beta, and everyone went to do it, and it didn't work. But you would hope that they have learned from their mistakes, and this time around they're actually going to do it right. Because, man, it would be hilarious if everyone who got into it plans to play it all weekend, they go to play it and the fucking thing doesn't work at all, like Street Fighter 5. That's exactly what happened with Street Fighter 5. People cleared their schedules to play it, and the beta didn't work. No one could play it. So, let's see what happens. That's if I'm selected. And from what they're saying, and all I can say is, I got to emphasize what they're saying. They're claiming it's an open lottery. Do I believe that? No. I fully expect that the pro-level players, Maximilian, Justin Wong, these people will be selected to get it anyway. Fully 100% expect that. They're the chosen golden players who always get all the favoritism. So, you know, I was always the bastard child back in the day in the Street Fighter community. I'm still the bastard child of the internet game.
What the fuck is this fucking woe is me? Why the fuck would you get fucking preferential treatment from a company you've shat all over? But these guys are fucking, you know, playing the game fucking regular. They're known for fucking this kind of content. You can't just fucking put on your old Street Fighter t-shirt and pretend you're fucking always playing Street Fighter shit. No, you play it once a fucking week and you play the fucking old-ass version of it to fucking pretend, you know, you're still fucking relevant. Because you have the fucking one game you're fucking semi-decent at. You know, fucking Street Fighter 2 Super Turbo. The fucking Neo Geo current, you know, fucking version of that fucking game. What the fuck? Why in the hell would you expect preferential fucking treatment from fucking Capcom for this shit when you're been so fucking toxic to them? What are you going to fucking deliver? What insight could you fucking deliver? What expertise could you fucking deliver on a fucking prominent fighting game when you ignore all the fucking recent fighting games? Street Fighter 5, you hated the fucking game and you fucking ignored it. A lot of people didn't like the fucking game, but they still fucking played it. They got experience with it. They showed commitment to Capcom. So if Capcom reward these fuckers, fair enough. They want to fucking make sure that people that have the most experience with their fucking games, especially at that fucking level, are fucking getting access to it so they fucking can give them feedback on, you know, how the beta is and, you know, if there's anything they need to fucking fix on and work on. That makes fucking perfect sense to me. I need to hear this fucking woe is me rant again. Let me rewind it.
Oh. Well, let's see what happens. That's if I'm selected. And from what they're saying, and all I can say is, I got to emphasize what they're saying. They're claiming it's an open lottery. Do I believe that? No. I fully expect that the pro level players, Maximilian, Justin Wong, these people will be selected to get it anyway. Fully 100% expect that. They're the chosen golden players who always get all the favoritism. So, you know.
Now, if he ended it there, okay, if he just said, okay, I mean, he could have just left it at that. He could have just simply left it at that and not made it about himself. It's kind of about himself already, because also he's like, I'm not expecting to get in, but I'm also expecting these guys to get priority access because, you know, they're more relevant than I am in the community. He could have just left it at that fucking point. Instead, it goes about the whole, you know, woe is me, kind of mode he has. What the fuck, Phil? What are you trying to fucking elicit here? We're not feeling sorry for you. We have no reason to fucking feel sorry for you in this regard.
I was always the bastard child back in the day in the Street Fighter community. I'm still the bastard child of the internet gaming community. No one's going to hand select me to hand me a code and say, please play the Street Fighter 6 beta, Phil. No, that's not going to happen.
You are a bastard. You're an absolute fucking arsehole. You're an absolute prick. You're a toxic fucking cunt. This is what I'm saying though. It's like, Phil, we're allowed to call Phil a bastard now because he called himself one. You absolute bastard.
Okay, I got to get into the lottery like everybody else. So, I've applied. We'll see what happens. All right. And we'll go from there. If I get selected.
I would love it. I would absolutely fucking love it if on his wee fucking application to get into the beta, there's a wee thing where we could add fucking notes and he fucking put, by the way, preferential treatment would be nice because I got 4th one time at EVO. Back in 2004 or whatever fucking year it was, or 2006 or whatever fucking dumbass fucking year it was, where he fucking won that fucking, well, he got fucking 4th place at EVO. I would love it if he tried to fucking, you know, hype himself up when he's trying to get access to his fucking codes beta. If there's a wee note section where it's like, yeah, please, anything for us to consider when we're fucking, you know, when we're, you know, trying to, you know, any notes or whatever, you know, some of these things fucking have a wee thing where you can add your own fucking notes or whatever. Any requirements, whatever, and I'd fucking love if he tried to fucking promote himself and try and make himself sound more fucking important than he is now by hyping up his 4th place finish at EVO to try and get priority access to his fucking game. They probably fucking blanked him and ignored him. Damien Anderson says, remember, he's not a shill to get handed stuff from big companies, lol. So this is him being hypocritical as usual, only to things he wants. Precisely, this is what I'm saying. Bill makes himself sound extremely fucking hypocritical on a daily fucking basis. This man is not a shill, not because he doesn't want to be a shill, but because he can't be a fucking shill.
I will be playing it that whole weekend, alright? Fair enough. Alright, excuse me. So, that's the gaming news, alright? Not too much today, but still some more news. That Suikoden announcement was cool for me, alright? We will now open up for Q&A for just a little bit. So if you have a question for me, please tag me in the stream chat. I have one shout out to do. It is from Gabe, who did a super chat and says, happy Friday to you, Gabe. And that is it. No one has contributed. No memberships, no super chats.
I mean, that is a super chat though. You literally just read out the super chat. You're typing his fucking name. Hold on. What do you mean no one has come? You literally just read out the guy's super chat, and then you're saying there was no super chats. Rewind that.
One shout out to do. It is from Gabe, who did a super chat and says, happy Friday to you, Gabe.
So that is one contribution right there. That is one single solitary contribution. I can relate to that, by the way, just saying. But just one single contribution Phil's had in the stream so far, and then he dismisses it as not counting.
And that is it. No one has contributed. No memberships, no super chats.
He just added a super chat to his fucking stream. He's typing the fucker's name right now. And he just dismisses it as not counting because he's not going to get money straight away.
No tips. Nothing. So I have nothing to shout out. We go right to Q&A instead. Apparently people really dislike me after the whole discussion about Olive Garden, Applebee's, and Red Lobster.
Wow, is he seriously equating low financial support as to people not liking him? So people will only give him money if they like him. Phil equates financial success to being liked. People give me money, that must mean they fucking love me. No, it's because some people are fucking moronic. The guilt tripping has started. Prophet called it earlier on. He said he's going to fucking sow the seeds, lay the fucking foundations for trying to guilt trip his fans for the low support after yesterday's fucking streams. And here it is here. The guilt tripping has begun.
The other day, my popularity is at an all-time low. So there you have it. I'll see you tonight, Kagome.
By the way, should that count as food talk?
Out. We go right to Q&A instead. Apparently people really dislike me after the whole discussion about Olive Garden, Applebee's.
Olive Garden and Applebee's are food joints. I'm counting that as food talk. That is food talk. Okay, that's definitely food talk. These places are establishments that sell food. Like, food, he's talking about literal restaurants. He is talking about restaurants here. How can it not be food talk when he's literally talking about restaurants? Olive Garden is a place that sells food. Cooked food. It has to count, surely. Oh, for Christ's sake. I don't know. I mean...
Apparently people really dislike me after the whole discussion about Olive Garden, Applebee's, and Red Lobster the other day. My popularity is at an all-time low. So there you have it. I'll see you tonight, Kagome. Can I play Far Cry 6? I did play Far Cry 6. I did a full playthrough of it. Can you play as your creative fighter online in Street Fighter 6? Not to my knowledge. The creative fighter is for the unique world mode or world... There's a story mode called World Something Mode where your creative fighter travels around the world, fights against generic enemies, but then actually has serious fights against the Street Fighters. And when they fight a Street Fighter, it's like a big boss fight. And if you beat them, you earn the ability to learn one of their special moves. So now your character is a custom character built with movesets from the existing cast. And so you're creating your own fighter going through this cool world tour mode. Sounds like a great mode for a fighting game. It's similar to what they did with Soul Calibur 20-some years ago. Who do I think I'll be playing and maining in Street Fighter 6? Who will I play? Everyone. Who will I main? I don't know. When a new game like this comes out, I give open opportunity to try out the whole cast. And I will. I'll try all the characters. The good thing about this game, Street Fighter 6, is that you have much of the main cast of the original Street Fighter game in it. So at least you have a starting point, having known the knowledge. Like, I'll give you an example. I didn't play Lucas Street Fighter 5. I know nothing about the character. But I know all about the classic Street Fighter cast. So you start there, and then you branch out, right? Maybe I'll start with Honda, and then I'll play a new character. And then I'll play Juri from Street Fighter 4, and then I'll go to Ryu, but then I'll play another new character, you see? But I'm going to try out the whole cast. But no clue who I'll be maining until I actually play the game. Daggy says, do you feel you have looked at Splatoon more positively after not having to pay for it yourself? Maybe it was always bad, but it's not bad. I'm looking at it objectively. The game is not bad. The game is a fully addictive, fully functional, online game with different game modes, good visuals, interesting gameplay mechanics, and a wide variety of weapons. There's nothing wrong with Splatoon 3, but it's definitely the same as the last two games. You can't even argue it's different. It's the same game. They just added a few new tweaks to it, just like what Call of Duty does every year, okay? If it's good for Call of Duty, it's good for Splatoon, right? Right? No, I'm not going to play Catherine full body. I've already said a million times I'm not interested in it. I actually hated the gameplay elements of the game when I played it when it was a new release. I liked the story because at that point I never really played an anime-ish game, right? I never played Persona. I never played any of those games before. So it was unique to me because I was like, wow, I feel like I'm playing an interactive anime, but man, I hate this gameplay. These puzzles suck. I would never want to go back and force myself to play a game I actually hated the first time around. Why do I think Kiryu in the Yakuza 8 trailer has a Devil May Cry haircut? I think he's undercover. I think at this point he's trying to stop being involved in Yakuza matters, and I think he keeps getting pulled into them, so I think that's his disguise. That's my guess. I could be wrong, but I think that's his disguise. I think he'll be working with Ichiban, and so he doesn't want people to recognize him, so he's changed his hairstyle. What's for dinner? Pasta. Pasta today with chicken meatballs. Nothing too special, but still.
There's your food talk. For anyone that doubted the elephant, I say a food talk because he talked about Red Lobster and Olive Garden, not shit. There's definitive, absolute, concrete proof of food talk. I know we're behind, but I've done it again. I have done it again. The pause. The pause. I don't know how I do this pause thing so well, but my pause game is on point. Get your thumbnail sorted for that if you wish. How do I do this shit? This is the one. People have some talents for some amazing things, like, you know, some people are just really smart, or some people are really good at, you know, certain sports. Me, I'm good at getting good pauses on a DSP stream. That's my fucking talent.
Extra delicious. I love it when we have pasta. You know, I am Italian. Can I start a book club where we all discuss a book once a week? No. RS Play says, just like there isn't major differences between the Apple iPhone 13 and 14, Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 3 have no major differences, but still people buy iPhone 14 and Splatoon 3. You said it, not me. There you go. What's my favorite Yakuza and Judgment game? Yakuza, honestly, I like them all, but probably Yakuza 4 because that's the one that got me into the series. Previously to that, I had only played Yakuza Dead Souls, which was a what-if scenario if everyone in Japan had been infected as a zombie and the Yakuza guys were fighting the zombies. But Yakuza 4 is the first one I actually played in the main series, and it had 4 different protagonists. They all had unique, interesting stories and fighting styles. It was a colorful world. It immersed me in Japanese culture for the first time, really, in any game I had played. That's the one that got me into it. So I almost feel like a nostalgic feeling towards Yakuza 4 because of how good it was and got me immersed in the universe, okay? If you're talking about, like, you know, out of all of them, gameplay-wise, Yakuza 7, I like turn-based RPGs. So I'm going to always say that one, but that's just my personal preference. Judgment, I mean, I think original Judgment's plot is better than Lost Judgment. I'll say that. But Lost Judgment has more content because it has the whole side school storyline that feels like a separate game. So it's like, do you like the game that has the shorter game that has the better plot overall, or the game that's 2 games in one and each plot is pretty good but not as good as the plot as the first? How do you even judge that? I don't even know. How do you judge Judgment? I don't know. Would I be open to a Sultan's hat for haggle for Assassin's Creed? I don't know. What exactly would a Sultan's hat be? I'm not sure.
Oh, I know exactly what that's about. That's cheeky. I bet Daki asked that. I bet Daki was the one that asked that. I'm not going to say any more, but yeah. Let's just say that people want Phil to dress up like somebody that's quite memeable. Just leave it at that.
Jeremy, I think that everyone is way too sensitive in the modern day, and yes, I think that censoring a video game changing a police car into a van is kind of silly. That being said, I also think it was kind of silly to be calling a police car anyway. You know what I mean? Like, it was weird to me that Velma called the police in a fighting game. That was odd to me to begin with. I was like a little weirded out. Like, that's kind of an odd choice. I actually think if they had started with the Mystery Machine, it would have made more sense, or at least been cooler or more cartoony. So I think now it actually makes sense. The problem is they changed it after the fact, and now it looks kind of stupid that they basically curtailed people complaining on the internet.
I don't understand those fucking complaints, because that's perfectly accurate to what happened to Scooby-Doo. They all try to fucking find out who's the random bastard that's fucking trying to make, you know, who is the villain behind the piece, and what usually happens at the end of fucking Scooby-Doo. They get the police involved, they catch the bad guy, the police come by, put him in handcuffs, haul him off. I would have gotten out of it too if it wasn't for those pesky kids. And yeah, that's it. It always fucking seems to end with the cops hauling off the bad guy. They're fucking random ass fucking amateur detectives or whatever, you know what I mean? But they're usually the ones that call the fucking police to deal with the criminal. That's usually how the fucking... So it made perfect sense to me that they had a fucking police car, you know, as this kind of feature for fucking Velma. But the fucking obviously, people kind of read too much into it, I think, sometimes, and they try... It's like people try to get offended for the weirdest fucking reasons. They really do. They really fucking do. I don't know. I mean, in this kind of day and age, I can understand why people would kind of maybe take offence, but no, it's... I mean, like, every single fucking Scooby-Doo cartoon, think about it, guys, think about it, every time you saw a Scooby-Doo cartoon, the motherfucker always ended up in handcuffs and getting hauled away by the cops. It was a natural fucking course of action. They found out who the bad guy was, they phoned the authorities dragged that guy's ass away. Always, every time. That was the way it worked.
What sets me apart from other content creators? Well, isn't it apparent? My stunning good looks.
Well, yeah. I will slow motion this for you guys, and you guys can do with it what you want. Let me just half speed this for you guys. So, brace yourselves.
My stunning good looks. See?
Sorry about that, but yeah, that was Jesus fucking Christ, man. What the fuck, man, is wrong with this person?
Any plans of doing a favorite and terrible games of the year event? Yes, I do it every year. Every year in the first or second week of January, usually, I do the best games of the year countdown and the worst games, or I call it the most disappointing games of the year countdown, because they're not necessarily the worst games overall, but the games that disappointed us the most. Maybe a game that actually is good, but not as good as we had hoped. And that could make that countdown too. I do it every year. What phone do I record my shorts with? My iPhone, and I have no clue what model this is. It's years old, you know. The thing is, I replace my phone when the battery's bad. The battery on the phone is not atrociously bad. If I'm using the phone for phone calls and things, yes, it dies quick. But in general, if I'm just using the internet, reading emails, which is usually what I use it for, it doesn't die that fast. So I have no reason to upgrade the phone until it starts to die. Maybe another year or two, I guess we'll see. But yeah, right now, the phone's fine. I have zero clue what it is, nor do I care to even look it up. I don't give a shit. You know, I just don't care. A Sultan's hat can be a light headscarf or a turban.
Oh, I just saw that. That was a sneaky one. He was chewing his wee fingernail. There you go. Finger in the mouth. That is another bingo.
A Sultan's hat can be a light headscarf or a turban like Aladdin. Well, here's the thing. If there was like a costume hat that looked like that and I could put it on, that's fine. If I had to wrap my head in a real turban, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to learn how to head wrap a turban and shit and do it on stream and then, you know, it has to be like a silly costume hat or whatever. How would I feel if I told you I preferred your podcast over your gameplay? That's fine. That's good. I told you guys this year was all about diversification. That I didn't want to forever be known as just the guy who plays video games on the internet. That's, I don't, you know, the fact that now people know that I do a podcast, I do React style content, I'm doing Feasting with the King. Yes, I'm doing gameplay every day. We have all this content, right? It's good. It's a good thing to be known for a variety of things and to have people who like the different things you do for various reasons. Do you want to know the truth? That's the reason why I'm still surviving today. If I was a one-trick pony who was only known for one thing on the internet, I wouldn't still be here today. But because I've been the variety gamer guy, it wasn't just Street Fighter, it wasn't just Call of Duty, it wasn't just Dark Souls, it was Phil Plays everything. Variety. That's the reason I'm still pertinent today. How could I ever not be pertinent when there's so many new games coming out to try it at a moment's notice and people are interested in my thoughts on them, right? I found essentially the eternal thing to do as a job. But if I had only pigeonholed myself into doing one style,
there's so much to fucking unpack from that. There really is. I mean, as long as fucking the stupid dent heads keep giving you the fucking money you demand from them. It's incredible, man. He's calling us a fucking job, but really, his main job, his main primary fucking purpose as a content creator is not to fucking produce the content, it's to fucking beg like fucking crazy for the money to come in. If it was simply about fucking making the goddamn content and he didn't have to say a fucking word about the money, that'd be all very well and good. But every single fucking day of every single fucking week of every single fucking month of every single fucking year of every single fucking decade, this motherfucker has been begging for handouts constantly, day and fucking night, to keep him afloat, to keep him going, because he has bills to pay, because he's got bankruptcy, because he's got credit card fucking issues, because he's had, you know, fucking copyright strikes, because he fucking can't afford to see his fucking mummy and daddy, because he fucking can't afford cat food for his fucking cat, because he can't fucking afford potatoes to feed his fucking wife. All sorts of fucking excuses that come out from under the fucking sun. Cat broke this thing, cat broke that thing, she broke the shower, she fucking broke the hoover, she broke every single fucking thing in the house. Every single fucking excuse comes out for Phil to fucking beg and demand money from his fucking audience. It's not about the fucking game. It's never been about the fucking game. It's about this fucking idiot's fucking hustle against the fucking mentally handicapped audience that he has at his disposal.
Could have been out of business years ago, you see? Just chillin', yes, if you still wanted a private Q&A video from my Patreon, you could request that as well. Nothing's changed. Essentially, it's just a private video of about 20 minutes long for a $50 Patreon pledge. And it could be a React, it could be a Q&A, it could be whatever you want. There you go. 1% Milk, you're asking me the most silly question. Now he's asking, where did the name of the podcast come from? Why don't you go back to the beginning of the podcast and watch the first episode when it's explained? Go back to the Level 1 Podcast, Episode 1, watch Part 1, and you'll get your explanation. I don't have to answer that. This is the most... Let's try this again. This is the most number of subscribers I've ever had on the channel, okay? There's a couple reasons why DSP Gaming never had more than 200,000 subscribers, okay? Reason number one is because...
Yeah, money, oh, money, yeah, money.
Well, that was a well-timed subscription. Thank you very much, CP Spoons, for subscribing to the channel. I think it's a hell of a coincidence that I get a new sub right at a time when Phil's talking about subscribers. Thank you very much for that. Now, I'm racing DSP to get to 2k. Well, he's already got 2k, but he wants 200k. He's trying to get to 200,000, and I am trying to get to 2,000. Let me check. Let me very quickly check, see where I'm at. Because I don't know how many subs I have now. 2 seconds while I check for you guys very quickly. I know it doesn't really fucking affect you. So, 1,985 subscribers I've got. I am 15 away from 2,000. Will it happen? Who knows? I'm very happy just to have fucking any, to be honest with you. I mean, but it's one of those things. I've been as long as people enjoy as long as people are enjoying what I'm doing, I'm fucking happy to do it. You know, I feel very lucky that there's almost 2,000 fucking people that are willing to put up with my nonsense and my random rambling that some people can't struggle to. Some people struggle to understand me because, one, I'm Scottish, and two, I speak very fast. I do try my best to be comprehensible, but sometimes I get very animated and angry, and my natural flow of diatribe will just fucking flow out very fast, and it's hard to keep up. I understand that. But I do try my best to be comprehensible to foreign ears. So, yeah. Thank you very much for anyone who wants to subscribe or whatever and all that. I really do appreciate all the support from you guys. You guys are awesome.
Back in the day, the way that YouTube worked was really stupid. All right, allow me to explain. Back in the day, you couldn't upload long videos. You could only upload videos of around 10 to 15 minutes in length. I was making videos at a time when that was the limit. So in one day, if I'm playing a game, it's a brand new release, and I'm playing 8 hours of that game, guess how many videos I had to upload? 60 videos in one day. So what would happen is, if someone subscribed to my channel, their entire inbox would be flooded with my videos. And they would like, well, I don't want that to happen. So they would say, listen, I check your channel out every day. I watch all your playthroughs, but I'm not going to subscribe to your channel. This was a time that at one point I was getting 10 million views in a month. Okay? I was getting hundreds of thousands of views on my channel in one day. When a new game came out, part 1 of the playthrough would get 50,000 views in 24 hours. Okay? So by rights, I should probably have way over 1 million subscribers from how.
But you fucked it up for yourself. You blew it. You never adapted. You never got with the times. You stagnated, and you fucking shot yourself in your gout-ridden fucking foot. DJ Reno says it is sometimes a bit difficult for a non-native speaker, like in your music video, but it's alright if I focus. That's why I use subtitles in my music videos. I know my music videos, they're not everyone's cup of tea. Some of the fucking dumbass songs I make, I don't actually get that much traction. I'm okay with that. I have fun making them. But that's why I put subtitles in those fucking dumbass music videos of mine, just so people can follow along with the dumbass things that I'm saying. And as I'm saying, I understand perfectly that subtitles are a prerequisite when it comes to things like my dumbass music videos.
How popular that I was back in the day. The problem is, the way that YouTube worked didn't allow my style of content to be digested properly by an audience because they just flooded everyone. Okay? So at a time when subs were very important, everyone was judged off of their subscriber count. I couldn't get a high subscriber count because YouTube didn't make their website work properly for my.
No. It's not up to fucking YouTube to cater to you. It's up to you to fucking cater to YouTube. You did not fucking take advantage of the situation here. You were popular, and you fucking could have made edited content, which could have got you fucking better traction. You could have had better, actually fucking condensed your content to make it far more digestible for people to enjoy and appreciate. So you wouldn't be fucking spamming people's inboxes with fucking 60 videos in a single day. It is not YouTube's fault that you never adapted with the times and never fucking thought to yourself, I should really just make like 1 or 2 videos instead of all the best moments of my shit. You're like, no, I'm a lazy bastard. I don't want to upload every single second of this raw content, including all the boring shit where nothing happens. I want to upload all of that to my fucking channel and force that shit down all my fucking viewers' throats. It is not YouTube's fault you never got with the fucking times. It is not YouTube's fault that you couldn't fucking do your job properly. It is not YouTube's fault that you fucking stagnated. You never fucking saw the signs. YouTube fucking had to make sure the content was good for everyone. Not everyone is a fucking raw content uploader like you, Phil. You did not adapt, and so you fell by the wayside. You had a chance to grow, and you fucking pissed it all away. You could have been a channel that easily had 1 million subs, 2 million subs, if only you fucking saw the light back then in 2011, 2012, 2013. You refused. You're a stubborn bastard. You refused to adapt. You refused to get with the times. Even today, you still refuse to adapt. You're just fortunate that fucking YouTube allows longer uploads. If it was still 10-minute uploads, you'd be fucked, boy. You'd be fucked.
My style of content. All right? By the time that they changed that, people were already kind of used to not subscribing to my channel. And what I mean by that is, like, years later, they made it so that, okay, I subscribe to the channel, but don't send me an update every time they upload a video. I'll just believe that, or maybe you'll get one in your box and that's it. They added those features over the years, but most people were never even aware those features existed, and most people were already used to watching DSP Gaming casually. They go there once or twice a week and watch all the videos and not subscribe, okay? So essentially what happened was DSP Gaming hit about, I would say, 160,000 subscribers and then just froze and never increased. People continued to watch the content still flourished, but it just never increased from there because people didn't want their inboxes flooded. Now, over the years, DSP Gaming sadly was affected negatively by a ton of shit. False copyright strikes, being thrown out of the YouTube algorithm. I could go through a million things, but I had to change my content style and delivery a ton of times. I had to go from 15-minute videos to 30-minute, then from 30-minute to an hour long. I had to decrease the amount of ads running on my videos. It used to be, for each video, there'd be 3 ads on a 10-minute video. So in 1 hour of content, you'd be watching 18 ads. Now, doing hour-long videos, you probably watch, 5, right? So the thing is, the way that YouTube changed over the years definitely changed the channel and changed the amount of people who were watching and all kinds of stuff. So eventually, I left YouTube full-time. I was a full-time YouTuber for a long time, but in 2017, with all the bullshit happening on YouTube, especially the adpocalypse, this is when YouTube lost a ton of its big advertisers like Starbucks and Walmart, and all the ads plummeted in profitability. So I used to be able to make a full-time living just putting videos out on YouTube. As of 2017, I could no longer do that anymore. So I had to completely change up my formula, and I became a full-time streamer instead. Now my focus is streaming content. Do I do some on-demand videos exclusively for YouTube? Yes, but not that many. My focus is this interactive stream with you guys. And when that happened, when I changed to being an interactive streamer in 2017, basically all interest in DSP Gaming kind of waned because it was just an archive channel of my streams, all right? It wasn't until last year that I came back to YouTube fully and started reinvesting my full-time efforts into this channel again, trying to bump it up. So the good news is, in a year's time, a channel that was all but defunct, it was basically just an archive, a repository of stream archives, okay, has increased by 20 to 30,000 subscribers. It has. It's jumped. In the last year and a half, the subscribers went boop like this, okay? That's good. The problem is the viewership here doesn't really exist anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, it used to have tens of thousands of people check out the content every day. I don't get that anymore, you know? A lot of people see me as a relic, and it sucks, but what can you do? The good news is there's still a dedicated fan base who loves everything I do, and I still do get people coming back to watch me play the big new releases when I play them. I know for a fact this fall, when the hot new releases come out, you're going to see people coming to the streams of the channel that have been away for a long time, and they're going to come back, okay?
Wow, Phil, they must really fucking love you if they don't want to fucking come until you're playing a certain game. Doesn't sound like they're fucking there for you, pal. It sounds like they're there for a fucking game. The Baltic Bro says, I don't mind hearing an angry Scottish guy yelling at Phil. Now you just got to end the videos with a scream of freedom. Nah, I end videos with Pixar animations contributions. That's how we always end things. This wee fucking video's an absolute banger. I always end things that way now. Fucking freedom. Freedom from Phil. Freedom from enduring Phil's fucking nonsense rambling for another fucking day or so.
So, that's why I've never topped 200,000 subscribers. Even though back in the day I used to get 10 million views a month, no one wanted to subscribe to the channel. So there you go. Oh, that's what RS Blaze says, well, whatever it is, you deserve more. I've seen worse gamers and streamers having much more subscribers. Now, listen, that's subjective. It's your opinion that people are worse or better than me. But here's the thing. Those are newer people. And the thing on YouTube now is, if you hit that algorithm and you become popular for something, you will exponentially grow immediately and explode. You will. That's how it works on YouTube now. But if you're someone who already exists, it's almost impossible to get noticed on YouTube. So this channel's been around since, what, 2010? Good luck. Good luck getting attention on YouTube. I almost never get thrown into the algorithm these days. You know, it's my hardcore fans watching this stuff. Yes, I probably will play both Yakuza Ishin and Yakuza Gaiden, but that's not what they're called. They're Like a Dragon Ishin and Like a Dragon Gaiden. You're calling them by the wrong thing. Exactly. Melia says, do you remember in 2016 you did a review that had 1 million views? Correct. I made a new channel called KO Gaming. I was grinding it out, trying to put content on that channel. Nothing was getting noticed. I made a review that was negative about Homefront: The Revolution. Within a couple weeks, it got 1 million views. The channel blew up in popularity, and now all the videos I was putting out on the channel was getting between 10,000 to 50,000 views, some getting hundreds of thousands of views, just because of the one video, and the channel got a ton of subs and everything. It proved my point. It absolutely proved my point about the YouTube algorithm, that new channels can get noticed, old channels cannot. That's just how it works on YouTube.
Yeah, and then what happened, Phil? And then what fucking happened? You gave up the fucking channel because it was a toxic fucking channel. It had very negative language in it. The advertisers did not want to monetize that shit on your channel because you're just shitting all over fucking games, trying to fucking get off the fucking popularity from the first fucking review. You tried to fucking copy and paste that sort of formula where you shat over a fucking game, called it the fucking worst game of the year. It didn't fucking work for you though. And then you stopped getting money in that fucking channel because advertisers didn't want anything to do with KO Gaming, and so you just gave up on it. You took a channel which had potential to do better and thrive, and you shat it down the toilet. You fucking just threw that success away, that early success, So, by the way, guys, you might not remember this. You might not have been here for when he fucking launched KO Gaming. You want to know what Phil did after he got his first YouTube money from KO Gaming? Guess what he fucking did? You'll never fucking guess. Some of you might know. Some of you do know already. I know. He had a staycation with Liana. He had a staycation in Seattle with Liana as soon as he got the fucking money from that viral fucking video. Didn't prioritise and trying to improve shit or anything.
I don't know if Battlefield will recover from their flop. I have no idea. I didn't play it. Jay says he doesn't care about me only doing one stream tomorrow. He understands fans, are going to ask about those videos on Patreon. Yeah, and I appreciate you understanding that. What I will say is tomorrow, I certainly hope people will support the one stream I do, because I'm not going to be there for the second. I'm only working half the day, essentially, publicly.
But you've already been paid for a second day, Phil. You're getting $200 for that second day. The second part of the day, you're basically getting $200 worth of content made. You have been paid for work you're doing for the afternoon, or the evening stream or whatever. Never mind trying to fucking elicit more sympathy money for the day stream shit. You are doing paid stuff, paid content for your Patreon for the evening. Don't pretend you're getting no money for your evening stuff because you're actually fulfilling your duties from fucking Patreon. You scamming piece of shit. Every time, every fucking time. You pretend he's doing something for free and he's not fucking doing it for free. He's fucking charging people for a shit. These are fucking videos that charge $50 a fucking pop for him to make. And he's pretending, I really do hope you guys support the day stream better than usual because I'm not doing a day stream, so I'm going to lose money. No, you're not. Logically speaking, no, you're not. Unless your day, because your day streams never usually get more than $200 anyway. I can't remember the last time a day stream a night stream exceeded $200. That is rare. A night stream to do that fucking well is extremely rare for Phil. And yet he's doing $200 worth of work for less than 2 hours of work for Patreon. He's going to get $200. That's just the way it works.
Great to get support today. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm really enjoying the Earthbound playthrough. I'm nervous that it's going to dwindle in support. The first stream did absolutely great. A ton of people supported it. The last stream, one person did a giant contribution, and then there was a few more. But I'm nervous about it getting ongoing support, especially because it's a daytime stream. I hope today we'll get support. Today, so far, I got one super chat. That's it. So I hope people will support Earthbound because I love the playthrough.
Big fucking deal. This guy acts like it's the fucking end of the world, and he's got the black shirt fucking begging shirt, the black begging shirt on standby because he's fucking already making excuses for the game not doing well in popularity. Big fucking deal. You got fucking one super chat. Hell, I got one super chat. Do you see me fucking crying and whining about it? No, I'm just happy for anything. This motherfucker lives day to day on the expectations that he's going to get massive amounts of fucking tips, and if he doesn't, how can he blame the game? How can he blame YouTube? How can he blame the worldwide political situation? How can he blame inflation? It's never going to be Phil's fault. Never will it ever be Phil's fault for him not getting the tips he wants to receive. It's always going to be some contributing factor. The people didn't turn out enough. The people didn't support enough. It's either the fans' fault, the game's fault, YouTube's fault, the world's fault. Never Phil Burnell's fault.
Barrel Shot says YouTube has what's called the 15 minutes of fame business model. Yeah, they really do. They really, really do. I don't know how it works or who the fuck coded it, but why you think that a newer channel should get recognized while someone who's been around grinding for years and years should never hit the algorithm? I mean, it's pretty ridiculous, isn't it?
See, I'm not sure I can agree with Phil here. I don't think I can actually agree with Phil Burnell. Let's see. The thing is, though, I have a very old channel as well. Okay, my channel is very old. Not as old as Phil's is, but like 2012, something like that. So, if I go to Social Blade and I go to my own channel, okay, now let's check this shit out. So, I started making DSP videos again in like October or something last year. So, you look at this, So the channel was essentially dead. I didn't touch my channel in terms of making content for so long, which is why I guess I had very minimal views because I wasn't doing anything. Like, what if? It was extremely fucking minimal shit. I even lost a bunch of fucking views here for whatever reason. I can't even mind. I also deleted a bunch of videos I don't understand. It's too long ago. But I wasn't even making content until about November, October last year. Yeah, November last year. I started making DSP content again. because of the bank leak stuff, it took me a while to kind of get to grips with the bank leak stuff and really pour over that and trying to think, I want to fucking talk about certain things about the bank leaks. That's what got me into making DSP content, even though it's a detractor for so long. I thought I'm going to make some videos about this. But that's what I'm saying, my channel was also just fucking deed. There was fucking no other way about it. I was fucking deed. I was just stagnating there. I was just existing just to be there. All my old shit from fucking back in 2012 and all that shit was there. Big deal. Okay, fair enough. And all of a sudden I start making DSP content, and would you look at that, it's picking up in popularity, when a number of people try to subscribe and all that, you know, and then boom, a lot more people subscribing, a lot more people getting views and all that shit. Fucking hooray for me, you know. I'm an old channel and I got some interest in me. Hooray for me. So I'm not sure if I buy Phil's argument where he's saying that old channels cannot get kind of noticed and not get traction with these kind of things, because my channel's fucking, you know, a decade old or so, and I got some traction. So my videos are getting thousands of views. So it fucking worked for me. So not sure I buy Phil's logic there. I can't believe how fucking far behind I am. I am almost an hour behind. Jesus Christ, I talk too much.
Alright, I'm getting ridiculous questions now. So I'll take one last question, and then we're going to get started. One final question. What will it be? Let's see. No, we're not having kids. I've talked about this a million times. We're not going to have kids. We have no desire to have kids.
No. She has no desire to have kids. I made a video on this before, guys, a good while ago. I talked about Phil's changing language about children and the possibility of him having children. When I was with Liana at the time, he actually did seem to be kind of interested in having children at some fucking point in time. But then Liana dumped his ass. He hooked up with Kat. Kat clearly has no interest in children. And so Phil's stance changed from being potentially interested to having zero interest whatsoever. That is not him speaking. That is Kat speaking. Do not mistake that. Kat does not want children, so Phil's initial kind of interest in potentially having kids gone, because he has no say in the matter whatsoever. Which is the right thing to do. I mean, obviously you got to decide these things as a couple. Which kind of goes to show that maybe Liana did want kids. If Phil was talking about having kids one day before when he was with her, obviously she would have shown an interest as well. I mean, Liana loved Phil. Undeniably, she loved that motherfucker. They obviously, and Phil fucking shat all over that relationship and threw it all away. No wonder she dumped his ass. But thank fuck Phil's not planning to procreate. Jesus Christ, imagine a fucking mini DSP getting popped out, begging for donations from the doctors. Heather P says, I don't know, I think he said he wanted kids to just to keep Liana happy. It's potentially true.
Excuse me.
Roachbait saying, you've got me thinking I should jump on the bandwagon and start doing Phil videos, but goddamn, I hate this motherfucker. For me personally, I just thought I wanted to say something. As I said, the thing that got me into fucking making DSP stuff was the bank leaks. The bank leak stuff specifically. I wanted to be able to compare things that Phil had said on streams in the past and excuses he made for shit, compare it to the bank leaks and see where the lies were, you know. And that shit fucking just kind of captivated me and fucking exposed some of Phil's lies here, because he was lying about, you can see he was lying about this, he was lying about that, he was lying about that. And it just got to the point where, obviously, people have a variety of different things they like fucking doing, you know. And as I had an idea of doing DSP Bingo, people have made DSP Bingo cards before for stuff, you know. But the idea of doing it as a stream, at first I was doing it as fucking videos, and there are kind of mixed results, you know. But it definitely works well as a live stream format, you know. I'm quite happy. It did work well as a live stream format, you know, and I'm glad people are enjoying it. But yeah, I mean, if you have something you want to say about DSP, by all means, make a video. Get it all organised, you know. If you've got something you think nobody else has said about DSP and you've got ideas, by all means, go for it. Make a video. And, you know, I'll do my best to promote it. If it's a good wee video, I'll do my best to promote it and show it. Because I'm all about supporting the detractor community.
Hold on. No one tipped this morning, right? I just want to be sure no one tipped. Because, what is this? Hold on.
The desperation to make sure his tips still work. It's beautiful. Look at his wee face.
If you're wondering why I'm confused, I got an email that said that I received a $2 tip or a $1.50 tip, but I don't have it in my queue. So I have no idea where it is. Why do I not see it?
Ruh-roh. It's quite possible he just has to refresh the activity feed on his OBS. It's very possible. This blind motherfucker is leaning into his fucking monitor to see. All this dead air.
I don't know. I'll have to look into it later. I think it might be someone who I blocked. But I don't know. Anyway. It's neither here nor there. It doesn't matter.
I mean, if you blocked him, you should have blocked him from tipping. Why the hell are you receiving a tip from somebody who you blocked from tipping you? That shouldn't work. You can actually block people directly on Twitter from contributing to you again. So if they manage to give you... I don't get it. I don't understand how Phil does things, but yeah, he clearly does things a dumb way. He clearly does things a very dumb way.
Alright, I guess there's no final question. When's the next Disney stream? Monday night. Disney Dreamlight Valley's Monday night, and we may do it Tuesday night as well, depending on how much you guys like it. Okay? Okay. Alright, guys. Thank you for watching the podcast. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed the morning show. I think it is now time for us to jump back into Earthbound for some chill fun. I'm excited. I love Earthbound. I'm having a good time with the playthrough so far. We're in the third town now, where things will be interesting, so I hope that you guys will chill and engage and have a good time with me today in Earthbound. Thank you for watching. Until tomorrow, peace out.
So we'll just skip his outro. As usual.
Okay. Alright guys, let's switch over. Interestingly enough, you ready for this one? I don't have to use the bathroom today. I don't. Usually
shocking.
I have to. For some reason today I don't have to. Just nature is not calling. So we're just going to jump right into gameplay until our first break in about an hour or so. I know. It's a surprising twist.
What is bizarre to me is that he has not given a single thumbs up. 0 thumbs up. He's not mentioned Twitter or reality. He hasn't said would be great. And didn't say voted. So sadly, it looks like we're going to be 5 away. Until he starts recording for YouTube, we're still playing. But it looks like we're going to be 5 away. I will keep an eye... I'll keep an eye on Phil's full screen. I've got Phil's full screen. Basically, on my other monitor, I can see this. So I've got Phil's camera within my eye line. But I want to keep the bingo card on screen so you guys can see if he says anything as well. But if Phil does give a thumbs up, I will certainly let you know.
But if I don't have to pee, I don't have to pee, right? I don't have to. Oh, it's loud! Woo! Okay. Just curious, why don't you add the outro part for when you edit clips instead of within the live stream? What? Doesn't make any sense what you just said. Anyway. It literally makes no logical sense what you just said. Alright. Alright guys, you ready? Start recording. Here we go. Maybe if I'm a little louder. Here we go. What is...
Okay, that's it. He's recording for YouTube. Tom Tony, no, him counting with his thumb up to 1 doesn't count as a thumbs up. He has his thumb as 1. Now guys, that's the end of bingo sadly. We're 20 out of 25. It's one of those ones where I felt a bit more optimistic about it, but sadly he just didn't say some of the things that, or do some of the things you would expect him to fucking say. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where maybe we need to look at the bingo card. Maybe, should we keep reality? Should we keep Twitter? These things are things he does actually say on a regular basis. It's just we've been unlucky today, I feel, with some of these things. It's just one of those days, I think, where we just didn't get the usual kind of things that he would say. Yeah, and Greg Alex saying he kept saying meaningful. I know he kept saying meaningful. It's something that haunts me. It is the one DSP thing from the 100 odd different options on the bingo list. Meaningful is the one that has haunted me the most, and will continue to fucking haunt me. 34 snorts. Now we are behind. Let's catch up to live DSP. We are over an hour behind. So let's see what's happened between now and an hour. Will Phil have gotten any tips? Okay, if nobody, so I was going to say how much money do you think Phil's made in tips? Some of you guys might already know. Some of you guys might have looked in the future, and you might actually know how much he's got. I don't. But I'm going to guess about 50. I'm going to guess he's got about $50 in tips. I'm going to hit the live button now. I'm guessing he's going to have like $50 in tips. Keep in mind, we are an hour behind. Gregor Lake thinks 35. Gregor Lake saying 35. Any advance on 35? I think 50. Gregor Lake thinks 50, 35. BST thinks 25. He probably has had a whale shot by now. Agreeable Compliment says, I don't think it should be too easy. I forgot who suggested it the other day, but I like that idea of 50 snorts equals a free space. 50 snorts is hard. 50 snorts is extremely hard. I don't mind it personally, but getting that is hard. And plus, how would you put it this way? We have only ever had one entire full house. Warren thinks $28, Dayglow thinks 15, Profit thinks 69. Typical of Profit. Right, I'm going to hit live.
That is technically
$50. $50. Shockingly, I was right. I actually said $50, and we're at $50. Oh, bugger me. Anonymous $20 tipper. Including that, so there we go. I can't believe I got that spot on the money. I deserve a prize for that. Oh well. I'm going to end things there, guys. So Phil's got $50 right now. He's desperately trying to get tips because tips were low yesterday, and poor Phil, he needs your money. He really does to pay his bills and all that shit. But yeah, it's still early on. Phil's going to stream for another like 2 hours or something, so he probably will get some more tips. I don't even know if he's been on his break yet either. But yeah, thank you very much, guys, for joining me for DSP Bingo. I do appreciate it. Thank you for keeping me right in the chat. Keep me right for the some of the things I missed in Bingo and everything else. Thank you for super chatting earlier on. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your support. I really do appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the start of your weekend. Whatever it is you end up doing this weekend, hope you have a good time. And I'll catch you guys for some DSP Bingo tomorrow if you wish to join me. Have a good one, guys, and I'll catch you all later. Peace out.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower? When you're showered in money. When you go outside and all of a sudden greenbacks start falling from the sky and you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money. Money, and it's gone. Just gone like that. In an instant. Fucking gone.